sweaty palm over your face, Isaac, because you just wouldn't stop screaming about my sweaty palm.
Was I laughing? Yes. Was I crying?
Yeah.
Also, yes.
True.
Porque no los dos.
Yeah, that really is what.
You're
That is what
sweating my
friendship
tears.
is. Mhm.
It's tough stuff.
Because the thing is, it wasn't like in an abusive way. It was just in a this is how we were friends.
Yeah, it was very much like you grew up in Middle America in the 90s and 2000s, and you were a
Yep.
boy.
I was just happy
Yeah.
to be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
was a culture.
segued into me hanging out with Steve initially in early high school, and Steve's way of showing affection was punching me a lot. So
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, he punched you a lot.
I mean, that was my way of showing affection, so
Yeah, also true. Also true.
I show physical affection.
Look at that. It is
Ew.
8:02. I was always curious what your love language was, and your love language was physical. Nice.
touch.
Punching.
Where's that
Punching
word
Words of
at?
and
affirmation.
Kidney attacks.
Yeah.
I now give them to my daughter.
Oh, I'm sure she loves them.
She laughs and
does,
cries at the same
unfortunately.
time.
Listen, I know that feeling, kid.
Casey Musgraves song.
Listen, I know that
So
feeling,
hot.
kid.
Casey
Or
Musgraves
laughing
is
and
very
crying at
hot,
the
but
same
also very talented.
Wait, why is it but? Why can't it be and?
Yeah,
She's
why not
very hot
but?
and very.
Why? That's why she's so hot.
Uh-huh. You can only be hot or talented? Like,
Yeah.
Clearly.
oh shit.
All hot people, they can't have that also. Since I know
Well,
I'm
like,
not hot,
I
I have
don't
to
even
believe
know
that
who
I'm
this
talented.
is.
Oh, they-
I was
She has
gonna
really
say,
good abs,
That
though.
explains why I'm so untalented.
Hot,
Oh, that would have been a better
only
joke. God
child.
damn it. Good
Who
job,
is this
Brendan.
person?
That would have been a...
Thanks.
Casey Musgraves is a super talented country artist.
Okay.
Yeah. I think she was at Bonnaroo in the last year or something
Mhm.
like that. We saw Casey
She has like
Musgraves,
that-
right?
She has that indie crossover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should have added one of her songs to the playlist.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Well, it's
thought
too
that
late
was
I was
now.
gonna say, I thought that's why you were bringing it up.
I think Pierce just chose Casey Musgraves.
No, someone else said that. Oh, no, I said that.
Oh.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Wow. This is going to be a great session, guys.
Yeah. Good mom's weed dough.
We heard.
Yep. G. Marie's weed. Top class.
Dank.
Good stuff.
The dankness.
G. Marie.
She's closing on a new house in Tecumseh and selling my childhood house, which is
That
interesting.
sucks. When's she getting rid of
there.
that? Can I get there in time to
Yeah.
Buy it.
Can we all go have a
Town
basement
halls,
party again?
just be like,
Mhm. Mm,
nice?
Can you get
Al,
there
your
within
mom-
15 days?
Yes.
Probably
It's a Christmas miracle.
not.
They'll make a story about this and put it on the Hallmark Channel.
Yep.
Damn. That is very bittersweet. I didn't know that.
It's
I mean,
very
congrats to her.
bittersweet.
I knew that she was sort of looking at moving on from that place, but
Yeah, it was
I love
time.
that home.
crazy.
It's a really nice house. It's it's one of the few like big houses in Saline that isn't on a tiny little plot of land. Most of the big houses are on like half acres, and so that's really nice.
I would like to, and this is going to exclude Eric here. I'm sorry, but I would like
Oh,
everyone
fuck me. Why am I
Yeah,
even?
sorry. I would
Suck
like
it,
everyone to
Eric.
go around and say one memory that they have of that house that they recall fondly.
Only one? Only one.
Only one. Just because we, need to play D&D eventually. Alec,
Okay.
how would you start?
All right. Well, I punched Isaac in the face once in my basement in that house. That was a nice memory.
You have to tell the memory though.
Did I black out?
I was drunk, and we were drunk, and so I don't have
No.
much.
Then yeah, that's probably why I don't remember that.
Probably, in all seriousness, one of my favorite memories is when I had a globe type glass thing that was for measuring the humidity or the air pressure, and so like it would go up and down the air pressure. Scott and I tapped it and made it into a bong. It just like got like 3 or 4 of us got like so wicked high off of that thing. We like were laying on the bed throwing a pillow like just throwing a pillow up in the air to each other, playing toss with the pillow. And then at one point, Scott was like he sat up in the bed and went, "I'm in a time machine!" And just like started screaming. And I was like, "Yo, you gotta stop. My mom's asleep upstairs."
You gotta stop, man.
That was a hell of a night.
I just gotta say, wigged out Scott is like one of my favorite people.
It was probably his third
It is-
time being
it-
stoned, maybe even less. He was
All right,
wigged
Em, you go.
out.
Don't
You're-
have it be sexual. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
No, I think like.
But also you have to
the-
unmute yourself.
Oh fuck me! I don't want
You're
to.
not muted.
I'm not
She's
muted.
not muted. She's
I can't
talking
hear
very.
her.
It's very
I
soft.
can hear.
You need to unmute her.
You guys
Yeah.
maybe just need to right click and turn her up because she sounds fine to me.
Right? We went over this last week,
No,
didn't
she's
we?
not-
Didn't we?
I can't
hear
hear
her
her at
fine.
all.
Yeah, this is you, Pierce.
This is
all
really
on you.
weird.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
a-
hear her
that's a new
fine.
problem.
This is more telling
Yeah.
than anything else, you know?
Huh.
Ruh-roh. You really can't hear me still?
Now I can. Jesus, that was weird.
That is weird.
I like clicked the mute button like 2 or 3 times just to reset it. Seems to work.
Fuck it.
Thanks,
Alright.
Discord.
All right, go ahead.
Just one memory? I don't know.
Right. It's like, how do you choose one?
This was
right,
supposed to be time.
It's also been like 2
sensitive.
decades, so it's hard to
Right.
remember.
That's true.
And a lot are not video chat appropriate. No, I think one of the New Year's parties, I think Lucy came, and I remember like the 4 of us sat in the basement and hung out. I think it was like probably one of the first times I met Lucy.
I have no
That
was pretty
memories
good.
of this place.
That
What?
was like 2010 to 2011.
Yeah.
Going into 2011.
Holy
'Cause
shit, I don't
caught
remember
your
that at
mom
all.
smoking weed in the bathroom. That was a
Seems
great
right.
party.
That seems
Yeah.
right. Huh.
That one
And
sticks out to me.
Yeah, she definitely let us sleep.
If it
over,
was
too.
2010, that's like when I was doing a lot of hallucinogens, so I guess I'm not so surprised I don't remember it.
How's it going?
Oh, we had our
I'd,
first
uh,
Valentine's Day date there. Sorry, that one just came to mind too.
Oh wait, that's a good one. Wait, tell that one
Yeah.
first. Alec-
Alex,
It's not
Alec
really
made me
camera
dinner.
appropriate. I made her dinner,
not the end
and
of it.
then we made other stuff, and that was great. It was a great time.
They were just practicing for Soph like a decade earlier.
I was just practicing for my daughter is the best way of explaining
it
that.
was gonna be a cute story and you ruined it, but that's
Yeah.
You're welcome. That's what I do.
My bad.
fine. Rude.
So this was back when Al was still living upstairs, and like the room next to his room, that really long one, was like a sewing area, guest bedroom storage thing.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know how it was like after a baseball game or something, and Al and I were talking, and you were telling me about how you had like just like had your first lucid dream, and how you were like your house was being attacked by a giant, and you were like, it's not a concern, and you like gave yourself a bazooka and you fought off the giant, and I was like, oh dude, that sounds so cool, and that like inspired me to care about lucid dreaming for like the rest of my life. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Isaac.
it was also like the only time I was ever in that room. Like maybe there was like
It was
Yeah.
one
a
or two
very
times.
strange room.
That was my mom's
Yeah.
like sewing workshop, so
Mhm.
not much
Because she
reason
used to
for us
work at
go in
Joanne
there.
Fabrics. She used
Well,
to
that was
manage, like,
before
manage
that.
Joanne
That
Fabrics
was when
stuff
she
then.
was it was her sewing workshop when she was doing like shades for people and stuff.
Isaac.
Probably a toss-up between a couple. Coming
Getting
and looking
punched in
at
the face by Alec.
No, okay, I can't remember that. I'm gonna be honest.
That's good. I'm
Um,
glad.
him
Wasn't my
bringing that
greatest
up,
moment.
It makes it seem vaguely familiar, but that's it at best. But hanging out with the litter of kittens initially,
Mhm.
and then Alec and I got too high to watch Blade Runner. I hadn't seen it.
Oh
He put it on, and
yeah.
I was just like falling asleep.
We also
And,
watched
um,
like Teeth or whatever.
Yeah, no, that
Oh,
I was
God.
like, was that with Alec? So
Yeah.
we tried to segue from Teeth into Blade Runner,
Yeah.
which was just so stupid.
It's a weird
Wow.
segue.
Wow.
That's a hard left turn.
Yep.
Wow.
And then probably playing Project M with his brothers in the basement on Smash.
Oh
That's
yeah.
interesting.
Nice.
I think that was the only time we had talked about it, and we were still doing a lot of Brawlsome, and then that was the first time. I think that your brother's Wii was the only one that was modded.
Yep.
I want to say.
Andrew's really into fighting games. Even to this day, he like goes to Tekken tournaments and stuff. And he
Oh yeah.
yeah,
He's on YouTube.
Yeah, he's on YouTube getting his fucking ass handed to him after. So he entered a Smash tournament as like, I forgot what the guy's name, but let's say the guy's name is like Leo or whatever. He entered the Smash tournament as Leo's ego, and then first
Nice.
round or second round got matched up against him, and he got fucked. Like,
Nice. And that's just on there for posterity.
Oh, yeah,
we can
it's
all
there.
look that up now.
I mean, he's in the Discord, so I wouldn't want to post it
No,
if I
you
could
could
find
post
it.
it.
But
Just stunt on him, flex on him.
Which one
Oh,
is
yeah.
he? Is he Quicko?
Leffen's ego.
Leffen, yeah.
Yep, Leffen
he went up
versus
against
Leffen's
Leffen?
ego, the Big House 4.
No way.
Yeah, he fought Leffen
He
and got
wrecked.
hammered. Like,
The announcers are really kind of mean to him. Actually.
yeah, I guess maybe we shouldn't put it in there because they are kind of mean to him.
I'm gonna DM it to.
Here, I put it in chat for Roll20.
Who's Finger Puppet?
Finger Poppet?
Fanga Pappet.
Oh,
That's,
Fanga Pappet is Pat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was gonna play Overwatch with us, and then it just like never happened. But you're up, Pierce.
I have a couple. One of which is I was thinking about the other day when I first got stoned, and you took me back there, and they were all eating dinner at the dinner table, which was really fucking terrifying to me. But no, I think what it was, I traded in my Dreamcast to get an Xbox, the original Xbox, and Halo. That was all I could afford with like all my Dreamcast and my Dreamcast games, and I bought it at Funcoland in Ann Arbor, and then
Mm-hmm.
took it over to your house. And for some reason, you weren't at the front door, so you're like, "Mom, let me in." Maybe I called the house and only talked to her, and was like, "I'm gonna come, like we're gonna hang out tonight if that's okay with you, and then I'm gonna bring Halo." And you had already had Halo also, which was like sort of a weird thing to do. But I just remember going up to your bedroom and like knocking on the door, and you like open it and be like, "What?" And I had the Xbox and Halo 1, and I was like, "I finally got it!" And you were like, "Yes!" And like we went downstairs and like moved your Xbox aside and hooked up my Xbox and like play Halo.
Yep.
For the rest of the night.
Fuck yeah. That's a good one.
You know,
Do you guys have some grassroots memories? I just came in late game.
Yeah, we started hanging out in college, but there's some old
I'm glad you
memories
have
with
that
these guys.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
looking at the thumbnail for this YouTube video, and it's making me laugh already.
Oh my god, it's really funny. You should
Oh, it was
watch
round one. Shit, it was pools
Yeah.
round one. Never mind.
Yeah.
They did that on purpose.
Great,
100%.
also.
Dude, I would choke so hard with an audience at large. I forgot how big the Big House tourneys are.
The top comment is
damn,
so
it's
good. Now that
Melee?
Leffen has
Damn.
defeated his ego, he will become an incredibly humble and friendly player. Because that's Leffen's thing, is he's a fucking dick. So that's why he entered as Leffen's ego, because it's like,
Yeah, he's notorious in the
Leffen's a huge
community.
asshole. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Fox vs Falco is such a good fight in Melee.
Really is. It's iconic.
Damn,
Or-
these comments are so
yeah.
good. Leffen's ego would never let Leffen lose. Leffen 8-stocked his own ego. It looks pretty fragile. Anyway.
You guys ready?
D&D? I guess we should do
I think
that.
so.
Sorry, Eric.
That's all right.
Eric,
I think
Yeah,
he
that was
enjoyed it more than
enjoyable.
Emily.
Yeah, I think I
What?
actually enjoyed hearing all these memories.
Cool. You're also not on camera if you want to be.
No, I was eating, so
Fair enough.
you
Oh,
don't like it when people
thank
watch you
you.
eat?
I thought you guys might not enjoy it.
Depends on
I
what you're
can't
eating.
eat food and on camera without making loud, audible slurpy noises.
Well, that's when you just mute
I mean,
yourself.
it just depends on what you're eating. Like, if you're eating a banana, then we really would like to watch. But
Yeah.
otherwise,
Especially if it's frozen on a stick.
Let me go find one.
Quickly, while he's gone, everyone go get your own banana, and we can indoctrinate. Oh, hey, what's up? I didn't see you there.
yeah,
I
I
did
don't know
just
if
buy
we need that on
bananas today.
stream. So anyway, let's play D&D. Did you just? Oh,
Alright,
oh
cool.
no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Do you need to clean up?
No, it was just a fork.
Oh, okay.
No, we're good.
So last week on the D&D game that we play, do you guys remember what happened? Do you want to recap?
We killed some
We
fools.
I remember what
defeated
happened.
them.
Yep, all
And
of
we
you
were-
at the same time vaguely
Yep.
try to recollect what happened.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like our group. Let's be real.
Yeah. I mean, it was just mini boss time, and that's all we did, right? We just had the mini boss encounter.
Yep, it was
we're all
it was
fucking hurt.
a room of murder. You guys decided that engaging in conversation with this person was the best course of action, and you led with "We murdered your associate."
I will stand
And
by
then-
that decision. I feel
Winning.
like we all needed to get to the point quickly, so
And this was the guy that murdered your associate. Yeah, it was me. I murdered the associate.
It was
Um,
a strategic decision. I stand by it. I'm not going to apologize.
And then Sibo started popping off with some spells, which were pretty helpful. He turned some ground into gravel, and then all of them started trying to wave their fingers at you. And it turns out that Bashir was very. You can't touch this.
Dano, sidestep this.
Yeah.
I,
Oh, yeah,
I did
that's
a
right.
lot of step aside.
Sidestep that.
Step aside.
Step aside.
You got it
And
right,
led the
Chris.
crew through
Step
a
aside.
bunch of step aside. And I can't remember these things. I mean, there's the nuance. This is why it's a communal storytelling procedure.
Mhm.
Is because I can't remember it all by myself. And if you want to know, you should check out YouTube/stopsign002 and look at last week's feed. Catch yourself up to
It's
date.
true.
Um,
Like, comment, subscribe.
do all that YouTube stuff. And then you did proceed to murder almost all of them, but what you really did was you murdered the mini boss quick enough that the rest of the people that could escape were like, fuck this shit, I'm out. They just faded away. So you all finished up the fight. A lot of you bruised, some of you almost dying, some of you relatively recently were unconscious, potentially from blood loss or traumatic injury, and that is where we begin.
You put what is left with
The
The
looting.
loot.
yeah. Which channel did you put that in?
Oh
in
man,
vault
that's a good
pages.
question.
That's in the
Vault
vault, yeah.
pages?
Okay.
It's
Look
up a
for
little
the,
bit.
Look for the Nacho Libre GIF that you posted.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, how could I?
I'll,
miss it, dude?
I'll put
Oh,
it
no,
in the
that's,
chat
that's,
over
that's
here.
in a different channel, actually.
There you go.
Don't know where you put it, but no.
Put it on the
Bashir,
roll
Bashir
20.
looks through the bag of gemstones, goes,
Oh,
"Oh, I like this one," and takes the bandit agate, and then like throws the rest of them to the ground.
Folks, I think we should split the silver and gold and copper 3 ways. All in favor? I get 1.
Wow, this is very diplomatic
Share,
of you.
You get 1. You're a monk. You don't need 1.
Oh no,
uh,
no.
Laya and the bard. Listen. You want to earn your gold, so we should split it 3 ways, and then you can earn it from us.
No. Or we
no,
could punch
that's not-
you.
You
Let's
started
file
out so
that
great.
one under
So
the-
great.
Like, I'm gonna just write that one down in the dumbest ideas I've heard in my lifetime category,
Well, I don't know.
and that for posterity. Anybody else got any ideas?
I mean, I could
Split
just
it
take it all.
evenly.
We could try evenly.
Evenly's fine.
Evenly.
Yeah, I suppose that's
Sounds fair,
a
right?
good alternative.
We just try it evenly,
Better
Akamina.
idea.
You
Evenly's
know, it
good.
doesn't hurt to
Evenly works
try.
good.
All right, let's do that math later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we split it
love that.
evenly.
Yeah.
And then like
Like
I
the
guess
items.
I stand over the gold, the quartz and the agates, and I'm like, now what's this here? And can I roll for history? I guess or
Go ahead, give me a nature check.
nature check.
That's neat.
No Santa today.
Start that out. 12. No, Santa's coming out.
Yeah, you can identify that these are precious stones that are there. What's up, Santa? That are generally, especially for quality, polish, and size like this, traded for around 10 gold apiece. That's about all you know. You don't know much about minerals or striations or strengths or energies or anything like that. You're just like, these shining stones, people will buy.
Anyone mind if I take one of these bad boys?
I want the moss one. Can I have the moss one?
The
I
moss
want the
one
blue
is
one.
yours. Fine fellow.
I want blue.
Yeah.
And then I make eye contact with I guess
Don't you
Sibo's still standing here.
Sibo's like, Sibo's holding on to a stick, and he's like, I do not care about your rocks.
Oh, convenient. So I make eye contact with Eric, and I'm like, I grab it real quick. The eye agate. Dibs.
Fine. Oh, if it means this much to you. I'm holding up, by the way, the studded leather, and I'm like, in the meantime, I'm just like, anybody want? I could really use this. It's kind of an upgrade for me. Anybody else want it though?
The what?
The studded leather armor.
Yeah.
No, all you.
It's very kink.
I pick up the wand and I'm like, this is look at this.
That's the one that Sibo's
Oh, that's
holding
what
on to.
Sibo's got? Oh, okay. I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Well, this kink is
but-
kind of a bear ace, if you know what I mean. And I wink at him.
And I'm like,
I was not expecting that. Hell, we're not expecting this to be reciprocated.
gotta wipe my lips off.
All right, moving on. If your boys are finished,
Bashir just
so
was
go
like
ahead and add-
confused.
No, I'm taking it. I take it.
Add cast off studded leather armor to your inventory.
Cool.
You can doff this armor as like you go to like pick it up and you see that it's got like clasps on it, like button snaps, and you think, oh man, it almost feels like I can doff this armor as a standard action. And it seems to be made from tough but flexible leather, and it is reinforced with these really nice close set rivets or spikes. It's kind of the gray area between if they're rivets or spikes. Kind of just depends on like, is it a mountain? Is it a molehill? Who's to say? And then while you're doing that, Sibo shoots out a multicolored ray of harmless sparks into like a right in front of me. He's like, "Oh, what does this stick?" Whoa!
of course.
I think it's good that Sibo has that for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds promising.
He can
Things gonna go
definitely
wrong.
keep that.
So
Can we
he gets a
go-
wand of pyrotechnics.
Can we go check out that room that they came from? That we attempted to look at earlier?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Excellent plan.
Maybe they have some books in there.
You guys don't think we should just maybe leave or?
No, I kind of want to look for some books.
Oh,
Yeah, I want
okay.
to loot.
It does seem like we killed everyone in here, so
Yep.
I'm feeling more comfortable now.
Hasn't seemed that way before.
Here's, give me a perception or investigation check.
Come on, Santa.
Not the Santa dice roller.
Oh, you motherfuckers in trouble now. Perception or what was the other one I could use?
Investigation.
16.
You walk down to this shadowy part of this upper area here where you're like, I've actually never seen what's over in this side of the cave. And you come down a little bit further and you see what you think is like rocks creating a wall. Like it's just an optical illusion, and it's like two sets of boulders that are set up to look like that. And as you come around, you go, motherfucker, there is a hallway here, or however it is that you would do that. You are surprised to find that there is a hallway here.
Okay, are there any traps in the area? Can I search for traps?
There you go. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Learning.
Are there any traps here? I don't know.
Well, I'm yes.
I know.
17. No,
Uh,
actually, 19.
Cool. You come around here and like you tap rocks and you like test the floor, and you like wave your arms to see if they're like gonna get any strings, kind of like doing the Thriller dance at some point in time, and you don't trigger any traps, and you feel pretty confident that there are no traps in this area.
Never understood why they had traps in the first place. This is their base.
For people like us. Okay.
You reach a fork in the road, and you take the southern pass, and you come into a room that has beds and trunks and side tables and armor racks and weapon racks, and you feel like this is some type of well-maintained guard barracks.
Anything useful in that guard barracks there?
Either perception or investigation. Feel free.
I'll do a perception check.
Well, it's not very good either way.
Oh, got an 11.
11.
That's
Yep.
15
Cool.
for me.
So it takes you about 5 to 10 minutes to do a cursory. Everyone does a cursory search through of the room. You see that there are scabbards decorated with dragon motifs hanging up on the weapons racks. You think that they're worth, a couple nights at an inn. Yep. Aside from that, you open up the cupboards and the stuff, and you find an assortment of gold and silver and gems, which
I think we should split up evenly next time.
I think we should split it up evenly as well, but don't we owe that gentleman back in Greenest most of this?
Do we?
We just won't tell him how much we found.
A fair
That
point.
we have
Maya.
hypothetically split up at this point.
Maya, you sound like the women I knew back in Waterdeep, where I grew up.
What?
I don't know if
kidding?
that's a
Are you-
compliment.
Bashir rolls his
I
eyes
know.
and sort of leans
Yeah.
up against the wall over here.
Yeah. I've never been more attracted to Laya right now. Can I roll for romance?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Give me
Natural 20.
a performance or charisma check, whichever one you want.
Oh God.
Oh.
As it should be.
Pretty good, not gonna lie.
It is a performance or what?
Charisma.
Charisma.
It's a 3.
Is it good either way?
You're not feeling it that much.
Yeah, it's definitely the equivalent of like licking your thumb and pinky and being like, "Hey,
Oh.
what's up?"
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. It's not sexy.
Bashir rolls his eyes even harder and leans into the wall even harder.
You remember you were told that it's sexy to bite your lips, so you give her one of the.
You spontaneously sprout.
You don't know
your
which
brow.
lip it is that you're supposed to bite, and
Oh.
Yeah, I bite the upper lip.
Yeah. There you go. Dear God.
oh,
Yeah, so what's in this? Yeah, and I'm like, so what's in these cabinets over here? Just trying to play the whole thing off.
yeah. So you find that there's 14 gold. It got rid of the. Oh, there it is. 320 silver, 400 copper, a couple rose quartz, an opal, an obsidian, an amethyst, and jade.
I also know enough about dungeons as a dungeon master myself. But
Yeah.
also I'm forgetting that oh god, I forget what dungeon delver is my feat. I know enough to know that maybe I should be suspicious of treasure just lying every single corner. So I want to either like roll Arcana to like know if it's cursed or if
Sure.
there's something suspicious about it. 18.
Yeah, picking up these, like investigating the stones that you find and like weighing like gold in your hand versus gold that you pick up and like eyeing them and like seeing how they glint in the light. You feel really confident that nothing in here is cursed. You don't get that like tingling on the back of your neck that a a dungeon delver would get in times of cursedness.
It does seem suspicious, though. I guess I'm saying this is Pell too. Like, does anybody have any ideas about why there's there's treasure in all these rooms and all these valuable
I
things?
mean, they're literally a
We're not
dragon
supposed to
cult.
be in here.
Dragons are
Yeah.
pretty into treasure.
Have you ever been to a dungeon before?
Do you even know what a dragon is?
These bunks are empty for a reason now. We killed everyone.
I think a couple ran away.
Huh.
Also, do you guys find
yeah,
it
Okay,
weird
cool.
that there's
Well, if
like
you guys are
not enough
satisfied, you guys are
beds?
satiated.
There's like not nearly enough beds for the amount of people we just slaughtered, or is that not weird? Are we cool?
Maybe they don't all live here.
Maybe they
there
like to
was an
snuggle.
encampment outside,
That
Maybe
They like
take
to snuggle.
turns.
Yeah, they're
I
probably
like
two or
living
three to a bunk.
NPCs.
that seems.
Or they take turns sleeping and some are watching while they're sleeping.
Yeah, there's
Oh, I
still
forgot
too
to
many.
mention those are bunk beds. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Hmm.
never
Yeah.
mind.
Like
Okay, so
military barrack style bunk beds, one up top, one below.
All right, well, let's go peruse the other room because I think there's a hallway
Wait a
over
second.
here.
Let's agree to divvy up this silver and gold evenly
Yep. Yep.
for our last agreement.
Yep.
And
Alright.
also, I grab a birthstone and I grab the amethyst.
I want
So the birthstone
That
was
is a
just me
birthstone.
being lazy because I couldn't think of stones, and then I remembered I could think of stones. So
Oh.
the 3 birthstones are the opal, obsidian, and amethyst.
I grab the amethyst. And I don't tell anyone.
Bashir's just still like leaning up against the wall.
Big brass. You just hear the clanking of Achaemenid's balls, the brass balls.
It's like, oh, what is this, amethyst?
Excuse me.
Fuck you guys.
Are these 2 pieces of amethyst? My big nuts.
Clonk, clonk.
And I don't tell anyone.
All right. Imbued with confidence, I'm like, step aside. I'll check for traps.
Step aside.
When Bashir
Yeah.
hears "step aside," he sort of perks up a little bit.
Can I check?
It just doesn't steps into him. Like,
Can I check for traps in this section?
Sure can. Go ahead, give me a survival or investigation check.
I'm just gonna pick up the jade while he's just hanging out, looking at the hallway.
Do you tell anyone? Do you make a big
No.
scene out of it?
No, I just kind of in the
Cool.
pocket.
2 for 2.
11.
11. Yeah, you like you peek your head around the corner like you're gonna like sneak up on the trap, and you're like smack smack, and you like jump back, and you're like, all right, step aside, and you don't feel like there's any traps here.
Okay. And I'm like, Alaya, are you watching? And I'm like marching down the steps.
As it's not a steps, it's just a hallway.
The marching down the hallway. I'm like, Alaya, are you watching? I'm very brave up here.
You come into a medium lit chamber. What's your passive perception? You know what? Let's just give me a perception check. Let's just see what you see. You might be distracted by Elia back there.
you have a good history with perception checks in this room, so you should be fine.
Contrary to history, nat 20.
Hey, cool. So you see a very familiar carpet covering a floor with a business-style desk and a business-style chair on it. On there is also a business-style candelabra and business-style papers and folders and inkwells. Over in the corner, you see a what one might say from a third-person perspective, a very familiar mirror that you would probably not have noticed before. There's also a couple of warm braziers that are giving off faint spice aromas. It seems like it's good oil. There are side tables that have books strewn about them. And
what?
to the top over here, you see a bed chamber with what looks like 2 chests up there, one wooden, one iron bound.
Imagine if we went this way to begin with.
Yeah,
So much effing faster.
yeah. Imagine that.
Can
I make my way over to the books and start perusing those.
Cool. You want to give me an investigation check?
Yeah.
Perhaps there are battle plans on this desk that the mayor of Greenus could use, the governor of Greenus.
21.
Yes. So go ahead, give me an investigation, if you would, Akamenos. Leah, you find a bunch of tomes on geography and various histories of different towns, and also information on what appears to be very important lineages of different financial institutions strewn about this desk.
Any towns that I don't recognize? Like the names that we haven't been to yet?
Yeah, one of them is like a thesaurus of, or is it an atlas technically? An atlas. So
Yeah,
there's like a
certainly
lot
not a
of towns
thesaurus.
of the Sword Coast. Yeah, definitely not. You do, however, find a thesaurus next to it because, you know, there are some words that some people need to understand. Not like a
Fair.
dictionary, but just similar words, you know. You also find a dictionary. But yeah, there's
You
a
also find a
couple,
12-volume set of
different-
encyclopedias.
And for just $12.49, they can be yours delivered to your house. Right, it does seem reasonable. Thank you.
But it's 4 payments of $12.49.
Yeah,
None
if you want the
that
full
looks
set.
super interesting. I'm just perusing them mildly.
Akamenos, what'd you roll?
A 20, but not a nat 20.
Cool.
17.
So, having had interactions in your past with people who have this type of experience, you can see that there are, in fact, important documents on this desk. Some of them appear to be ledgers. However, you're not entirely certain why there are non-numerical values in different columns. You also see logs of names, 2 names going down lists, 1 row in one column, 1 in the other column, descending down. And you see a small red leather diary sitting next to it, sealed up with a band.
I take all of it.
Cool. You go ahead and add very important plot point documents to your
You
inventory.
got it, buddy. And I say, I actually, this is something I announced. I'm like, these are documents that Greenus could use in their battle. Like, I'm not making any, like, I'm not doing anything sketchy here. I will carry them back to Greenus.
That sounds like something somebody who's going to do something sketchy would do with some documents. That sounds like what they would say. But I'm also proud of you for announcing this to everyone. So, thank you.
You got it.
And then also to Roland, I want to say, Roland, I feel I'm mano y mano here in this bedchamber we found ourselves in together. I feel like you're an undervalued member of the team, but I appreciate you, and I just want you to know that. And you do end up prone a lot. So what's that about?
So I've always been a clumsy person, and your words are really, really thoughtful, and I appreciate them. I don't know what this is. What do you want from me?
He wants to snuggle.
Are you ready to
Trust
raid this
issues.
room together? Figure out
Is
what's
this a
in this
metaphor
room.
for something?
No, I'm not. Just sorry if I'm giving off that vibe. I'm very nervous myself. Are you ready to investigate this room together or what?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's roll investigation.
What great
got
role
it.
playing.
Wow.
That was
Like I'm
something.
there.
What'd you get
I
for
get-
your investigation?
A nat 20.
Cool. So you, in a friendship hand in hand of the minds, step
And
over
the
to the
hands.
other stools, side tables that have other documents on it. You see on one of them that there is a very ornate wooden box with some delicate scroll work on it and filigree. And opening it up, you see that there are various vials of inks and powders and a very nice quill and a very thick scroll case. And then in like the other papers here, most of them are blank, but you can see that on a couple of them are magical words and phrases and symbols that, given the right amount of time, could be deciphered most likely into arcanum spells.
This might be something for Sibo.
Cool.
I can't make anything of this.
What'd
Yeah,
you get for your investigation, Roland?
I got 21.
Cool. Stepping also in the friendship hand in hand of the mind and also the hands, you step up to the other side table, and on there, what do you find? You find a couple of. Give me 1 second.
Excited. The anticipation, it's too much. I hope it'll last.
You find what appears to be really ornate navigational tools. So like a sextant and a very nice looking glass. You also find a very ornate water compass, along with a small, very detailed atlas of maps of the Sword Coast. One large map of all of the Sword Coast, one of the greenest area, one for each of the main cities, and then along with a relatively well done map of the northern part of the Sword Coast.
So I'm imagining Pella and I in this bedroom, and our hands are linked. We're standing on the bed so we can look at both nightstands in the way that we are. Hey, what'd you find over there? Huh? Got some nice maps.
I'm sorry I ever introduced this idea. I'm
Mhm.
so sorry.
Coming together again after your friendship handhold of the mind and the hands and searching, you open up the footlocker and you find a couple days worth of very fine clothes. Nice pantaloons and some nice tunics and a silk cloak of the color of. Let me actually roll a die today and see what color it is. It's green. It's a nice sage green, and there's also some nice furry mittens in there.
Oh,
Yep, really, really nice. You're pretty sure it's rabbit fur.
hell,
And
you want that cloak?
It's all you, buddy.
If you don't want the cloak, I am going to take the cloak.
No, I think you should take it.
you after picking up
keep
the
you
cloak,
warm
you
when
look
you're
in there
face
and
down.
you see what
Give you a
appears
softer
to
landing.
be very ornate, a very ornate uniform in purple and black. Ornate again.
I think this cloak will make being prone more comfortable. Can we investigate this uniform? Is this something like we could wear with combat benefits?
Go ahead, give me a investigation check or a history check.
They are both dog shit. 12.
This is definitely in the colors of the other cultists that you have seen.
I take the scrolls to the magic lady, and I'm like, "Do you know what this is, Laya? Do you know what these are?"
Let me look. Arcana, history.
Arcana check, definitely.
Okay. 11.
You can tell that some of them are not necessarily completed. They're just kind of like, sometimes when upper level magic users are fucking around, they write down what they're doing and it just kind of trails off and doesn't end anywhere. But you do see one of them specifically is for the School of Evocation.
Okay.
Out of it, you think that maybe 3 of these are completed spells, 1 for evocation, 1 for illusion, and 1 for transmutation.
All right. Roll those bad boys up, put that in the scroll thingy, and we'll save those for later.
Yeah.
Cool.
So how do I add that to my inventory?
Just write down 3 spell scrolls.
Okay.
And if you want to put under the notes the 3 different schools that they are, and once they're divined out what they are, I'll let you know what they are.
Cool. Yeah, got it.
Cool.
I'm going to take those the charting tools, like the compass and the sextant. And
Cool.
Sextant.
I think that was it.
Compass, sextant, and a looking glass.
Yeah.
Like one of those. Boop, boop. For
Right,
helping
that's
you
what I
see
was thinking.
distances. Yeah. Not like a...
Not a magnifying glass.
more like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nor like this either, because those are binoculars.
Binoculars.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, so we've done what we came for here, and nobody's curious about the eggs we saw or the dragons anymore, right? Because those guys are still there, and we don't know what that's about.
Maybe we want to take like a nap first, though. I'm kind of tired. Before we go, maybe look at dragon eggs.
True. I
We
guess
have
there's
beds here.
no threat here anymore, right? So we could heal or rest up if we wanted to.
Yeah. Everybody take a bunk bed.
Yeah, I mean, I might chill here in the master bedroom if I do say so myself. Just take the big queen-sized over here.
With Roland, I'm sure.
Akamenos, as you
We'll leave you
walk
two
in,
alone.
as you walk into the bunk area, Bashir's just doing push-ups, and he sees you, and he's like, you kind of hear like 23, 24, but then he sees you, and he goes, 304, 305, 306.
Yeah, our last
You're
exchange
muted,
here.
Bear.
You are the most muted.
Yeah. Can't be
I
any
have-
more muted.
It's
I have
been
to
so
go.
long since I talked, I totally forgot.
Yeah, that's nice.
I go all the way to the last bunk. I don't think anything of your push-ups. Did I fall asleep?
308, 309, 310.
So, long rest?
Bashir kind of gets up.
Yes, but Pell.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Bashir like stands up after realizing like nobody seems to be paying any attention, kind of pouts, and then he walks into here because he's confused where Pell's at, and Sibo apparently. Sibo is sleeping on the carpet like a cat. I'm gonna decide that
he's
because
actually
I control his
curled
token, so
he's absolutely curled up like a cat next to the
Yeah.
brazier over there.
yeah. Is this a brazier right here? That's
Yeah.
boom.
Awesome.
He kind of sees Pell over there and just kind of okay, and then like takes a nap in the chair with his feet kicked up.
Nice.
Nice.
These are bunk beds,
Nice.
you know.
Cool.
So you could sleep in a bed.
No, he's dejected right now.
Okay.
He's also way too big for one of those. He should definitely have the master room. But I'm taking the queen-sized bed that he could easily fit into. So he's just sleeping at the desk now.
No, you know what? He's sleeping like that time Dave fell asleep at Drunksgiving and slept like this.
Sucks, dude.
Oh,
Are we doing a long rest?
Nah, like, yeah, debuffs you're gonna get from that.
Yeah, listen, maybe
yeah. You guys can go ahead and do a long rest.
All right.
And just for the sake of continuing on the adventure, you guys can go ahead and level up.
Cool. What?
You have hit enough experience to level yourselves up.
Do you want us to do that right now, or
If
That's
it's
gonna like take a long minute.
Yeah, I would
No.
want to spend the week like looking at my stats. And...
okay, cool. Then you guess what? You guys didn't level up. Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
damn.
I wanted it so bad.
I gave you the
Oh,
I gave you the
no.
option, but you
You
decided.
guys don't want to take a
no.
half an
No.
hour and level up?
All right, we can take half an hour. I'll take a half an hour.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, I like this. I kind of had baked this to be part of like the night was to have like a hangout group level up. If you wanted to, it was an option.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I also
yeah.
feel like we're all like super low energy just reading the
Yeah.
group tonight. So
It's
And
fun
we're
to just kick it
missing
here and talk.
Duffy, so it might not be the worst idea
I
to
don't
take
wanna
some time
progress-
to do this.
I would go to
Yeah.
the bathroom also.
Same. So
All right, I
So
gotta
it's not
like
just me.
roll some
Pee break.
some health.
It's
and-
it's not just you.
Okay, let's all
Here,
pee
man.
first, and then we can like roll health and stuff.
Okay.
Sorry, Mark, I didn't know what you wanted from me from that exchange in that,
No,
in that
dude.
bedroom.
It's totally fine. That's I just kind of like what I do sometimes is just kind of throw some stuff at people and see what they come up with. Sorry for inducing like improv onto you if you didn't want it.
She's not wrong either. I'm kind of tired too, so the extent of my creativity was a little bit hindered, but otherwise it would have probably been still as
Yeah.
awkward as it was. But who am I kidding?
It's no problem. It's no problem, man. It's fucking hilarious.
I'm so excited.
I can't get that fucking "Sunshine on My Shoulders" song.
Oh, had you not heard that before?
No,
John Denver
John
is-
Denver? I've not really listened to John Denver except for the Christmas album he did with the Muppets.
Yeah, that's a good album, and it's just his uncanny ability to get stuck in your head.
Yeah, like something so simple too, and it just like it does make you kind of happy and kind of sad just listening to him say "Sunshine on My Shoulders" makes me happy for like 5.5 minutes. And at the end, he's like belting it out, and you're just like, yes,
Honestly.
sunshine on my
I can feel
shoulders
it.
makes me happy. Something so
This
simple.
country. Yeah, that was what my parents listened to almost religiously when I was a kid. We went to some John Denver cover band. My mom was indoctrinated into an MLM company of sorts selling kitchenware,
Mhm.
and I don't know if she won it or if it was a part of the company, but we had like a 5-day stay in Colorado at like a half-baked ski resort, and that was the highlight of the trip for them.
Yeah.
Listening to them sing John Denver on the way up and on the way back, it's like, okay, well, this is where my musical taste didn't come from. It was that and the That Thing You Do album with Tom Hanks. I don't know if you've seen
That
that
thing
one.
you do. No.
Yeah, he was a part of this
Yes!
like boy band. What'd you get,
I
Alec?
rolled a 10 on my health roll. I have had ridiculous rolls,
Hey.
dude. I've rolled
Nice.
4 d10s and I've rolled 35 out of a possible 40.
Doesn't suck.
Nice.
That's a very
I am a
Bashir
pretty good.
thing.
Beefy boy.
Beefy,
Mhm.
beefy boy.
I have 43 of 48 possible health. All right, Pierce. The ridiculously lucky health rolls continue for Bashir. I rolled a 10.
All right. Nice.
So I'm going to take a feat instead of ability score, as long as it's good with you, Brendan. I just need
Sure.
to look at the
What's the feat?
Tasha's feats, because I don't remember. Most likely polearm, the polearm thing where if they enter my range, I get an attack of opportunity.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I want to double check, because I don't really remember the new feats.
I went through today and just got that quick summary that those guys did. It was really helpful for me to like kind of have it broken down and not like read heavy.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
like the nice thing about all the Tashas is they're all basically just a 1 stat improvement plus other stuff. So if
Yeah.
you need to like round out to like round up to an 18 or a 20, and you want to do something specialized that you haven't been able to do out of all the other feats that are there, like here you go. And I was like, okay, cool, nice. Respect.
Yeah, like the chef one is like gain 1 wisdom or
Yeah.
constitution, but then also have like it's basically the same as the
Inspiring leader.
the inspire thing that bards do.
Yeah. It gives you the opportunity to help people heal more
Yeah.
during breaks.
It's an
And then you
extra
can also make
D8
snacks.
of healing, it looks like.
Yep. And you can have snacks which help increase people's temporary hit points too.
Oh, that's awesome.
How do you increase your health again?
So as a go ahead.
No, you go
I was
ahead.
gonna say what's. No, you go
Okay.
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go
No,
ahead.
you go
No,
ahead.
you.
So every level you increase your health by one of 2 methods. You can either roll a hit dice and add your constitution modifier, or you can take the half value plus your constitution modifier, the half value being it's prescribed for your class. So if you look at the monk class, you'll see that it has a hit dice, and I think for you it's like 1d8 is what it says.
I'm looking at. I might be looking at the wrong thing. Oh, there it is. Yep, 1d8.
Cool. So what you can do is you can either roll a d8 and add your constitution modifier and add that to your health, or you can take a 5 and add your constitution modifier to it.
So a little higher. It's a risk and
I'm gonna-
reward here.
Yeah, I like the risk and reward too. I'm gonna do the same thing.
It's fun.
Especially with Santa. It is.
I'm the same. Yeah.
It's terrifying, but it's fun.
M.
Yeah.
That's for you. You like Christmas the most.
Oh, I was like, what? I do.
The most? Like,
The most.
Okay.
The mostest.
I love
Um,
No, fuck you.
All right.
It wasn't a fair roll.
What was it, a 3?
It was a 2.
Damn.
Mm,
Yeah, I got
damn.
it. So I only get 6 health.
Yeah, I can't remember what my thing is though.
So, where?
So I'm going to also upgrade. I'm going to take my. I'm not going to do the feat, so I'm going to take my upgrade and I'm going to give it both to charisma because I feel like I need to like improve my skills with Laya. And just dump it in there.
All right.
Listen, charisma's a dump stat. That's literally the story of my life right here.
Oh man, I could pick up a second fighting style.
Yep, you could.
That would be kind of cool to also have great weapon fighting.
Great weapon fighting is incredible. It's like one of my favorite go-tos. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, did you roll a 1 or a 2 on your damage? Reroll that shit, doesn't count.
Oops.
Which,
It's pretty
for the
great.
barbarian, yeah, the barbarian that I'm rolling around who has a 2d8 meat stick, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's a maul, but whatever.
If you roll a 1 and then you roll another 1, you have to take the second one, though, I think, right?
Yep. You only get to re-roll it once, but still, like.
I wonder if I got this right. D&D Beyond is like not great about leveling up.
Yeah.
Especially on the HP. Yeah, that's the part
HP
that like.
stuff is really confusing. Okay, I did figure it out, though. So,
Yeah, I'm still confused on mine.
okay, if you look at the HP, it'll say hit dice. Like, for me, it says
Yeah.
4d10s, because my total hit points is 4d10s, and then add my +8 from Constitution, which is the hit point bonuses part. Does that make sense? So under rolled HP, I put the 4 rolls, the total of the 4 rolls I've done so far for my health, and then it adds the +8 for my Constitution automatically.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That's the only thing I need to fix.
Yeah, because I was doing like HP modifiers and overrides and stuff because I couldn't figure it out.
That's what I was doing, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to go back and I had to say, okay, my health was this before, and then set my rolled HP to like be right, and then whatever.
Mhm.
No.
If you've already leveled up, your Constitution will be giving your Constitution hit point bonus will be higher. So you need to factor that into fixing your rolled HP if you need to fix it.
Can you just come up here?
No, I cannot.
I see what you mean. You really just need to like just click the rolled HP until your actual hit points is correct.
Yeah.
But I haven't rolled for my health yet because I'm
Okay,
still confused.
so what's your
on
what's your hit point
okay,
total?
no. Yeah.
What's your hit point total?
Roll for your health, yeah.
that. Why don't I just go? Should I just go back to my character
Okay,
sheet?
Emily.
Then? Mhm.
Have you leveled up? Have you hit the thing that says level up to level 4?
I hit the level 4 button. Yes.
Okay. Why don't we switch that back to level 3 for a moment?
Okay.
Okay. What does your max hit points say?
21. 3d8.
Switch that to level 4 now.
Okay.
What does it say?
No, it says max hit points 22, hit dice 4d8.
Okay. So you have +4 from your Constitution, which means your rolled hit points is 18. Set your rolled hit points to 18. Zero out the other ones. I think I did that
Where's
math
the
right.
list of feats that I can take as a monk?
Your rolled hit points. But I have
It's-
22 hit points currently. Why would I
Yes.
change it to 18?
Well, you set your rolled hit points to 18. And then I will explain it.
Here you go, Coach.
Does rolled hit points say 18?
No, I don't even know where you're talking about it.
Okay, share your screen.
I'm struggling tonight.
Yes, you are. It's okay. Share your screen.
I can't.
Okay, girl.
It's all right. Share your screen.
I don't know how to share my screen. What the fuck?
Go to Discord. God fucking damn it.
It's like a bunch of board tabs also.
How would I
Somebody
know
else
if
who
I
isn't her husband help her.
She's just stalling for
I'll-
time.
I'll
We're
help you out
closing
here,
all
Emily.
these porn tabs.
Her
I
rolled
don't
hit
know how to
points is
share a
18.
screen.
Gotta get rid of this tentacle porn.
Oh, what? I can't find it. Oh,
Oh, weird.
so
Oh.
confusing.
Emily, there's a share your screen button in Discord.
How would I know that? I don't use Discord like you guys do.
Okay.
It's okay.
Use it a decent amount.
I mean, I
You
like
use
text
Discord
on it.
every single week. And
I text
actually,
on
yeah,
it.
you
You say what's
text
up
on
to
it
us
literally
constantly.
constantly. All right, I'm just gonna
That doesn't
remote
mean
into
it.
your computer.
Okay.
Will it automatically apply the feat that I choose from?
You could walk
Yes.
your lazy ass up
Once
there
you choose
also.
it, yeah. No, because she has her camera the way it is, and I'm not wearing pants.
But you
Okay,
got
I
that
can't
zit
remote into your
covered.
computer. You're just fucked, dude. I don't know. If you can't set your rolled HP to 18, I don't know what to.
Nice.
Emily, can
I'm
you click
feeling
manage
very-
HP? Do you see the
Alice
manage
in
HP
Harder.
button?
You only have 18 HP.
No,
No, she has 22.
I have 22.
But
That's
she's
why I'm
rolled.
confused.
She's
Still
rolled
not a lot.
18.
I have
Em,
21, yeah.
just I will explain it if you get to the right screen. Can you hit the manage HP button?
No, because I don't see a manage HP button.
Are you in the
That
level
is
up? Are you? Where are you? Are you in the character builder?
Can you take a screenshot or a picture
back
of your
to it.
screen?
I will go back to it. Okay.
Manage HP.
Yep.
Okay. Set your
Okay.
rolled HP to 18.
It already's there.
Okay, what does your maximum hit points say?
Still says 22.
Perfect. You're good. Now just roll for your next level. You have to roll 1d whatever it says. Under hit dice, what does it say?
4d8.
Okay, so roll one more d8 and then add that to your rolled HP.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Now that this is over, thank you.
You're welcome.
What'd you roll?
Yeah. I didn't roll yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought I heard the dice go. I was curious.
No. Hoping for something good. Ooh, 7.
Hey.
So do I put it as the HP modifier?
No. You add
Oh.
it to the rolled HP. So you add 7 to your rolled HP. You've rolled 4 d8s since beginning this campaign to set your health points, okay?
Okay.
So that rolled HP is the number of d8s you have rolled. Got it? Like that's the total of the health rolls you've done since starting this campaign.
Okay. So I changed it to 25.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and then your health is higher than that because you also have a constitution modifier. That's that +4
Gotcha.
you see there. So that's
Okay.
why it's higher than what you've rolled. Make sense?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
I don't know why their health point system sucks this much
No,
ass. It really is confusing.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
really
like
bad.
double checking my work because when he's talking, I'm like, wait, I fucked this up somehow. Because like, there's no way I have this much charisma. I don't know why I have this much charisma now.
How much
You're trying
charisma
to
do you have?
seduce me.
Well, I thought I was at 10, and now I'm at
It's all
14.
the seduction practice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We already know you have a lot of charisma based on, you know.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think under abilities, you just set it like straight up. You just type in the number.
You can set it to do that, or you can set it to like level with you and everything.
Okay.
I know, but I don't know what it was originally. That's the problem.
Oh.
You said you thought it was 10, and now it's 14.
No, I
So-
I can answer that question with one of my old videos. Let me check.
Sure, totally can.
Because I went through and I leveled up, did the hit points thing, didn't have to struggle with that. But when I select the 2 things I want to improve, it seemed to have gone up 4 rather than just 2.
Okay.
Maybe there's something that gives you, I don't know, additional, but I'm not aware of anything that does that.
Yeah, unless you took a
Yeah, I don't know
feat.
either.
Like no, but you didn't. You said
One
you
of
just took
those
flat
gyms.
points.
One of those gyms you picked up was a magical gym that
Oh
gives you
my
+2
gosh!
charisma. Oh
That's
my
the
god.
That's true.
answer.
That could be true.
Mhm.
Probably the tank top controversy, episode 3.
Yep.
Nope, I think I already gave up trying to do character sheets by that episode. It was so hard to remember to flip to people's character sheets.
can't believe you tried that in the
Akamenos,
first
you
place.
had 12 charisma originally.
Okay, so this is correct now. I don't know why it reverted back to 10.
Because
Unfortunately.
it's not the best system.
Because it stinks. This is Brennan's
It
fault
seems like
somehow.
this shouldn't be this hard considering the amount of money these motherfuckers make, you know? They should have like a better user experience.
Sure.
They
You would
don't
think.
make much from D&D. But
No, they don't, but they probably make a lot from like subscriptions and stuff like that.
and from Magic.
And from
Oh
Magic.
no, D&D Beyond isn't
Wizards of the
owned by
Coast.
Wizards.
That's right, but they
Yeah,
have
it's-
some sort of stake in it.
Yeah, they do, but like D&D Beyond, like their money is their own, you know, money.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's like I have 43 hit points. I am beef.
I chose the tough feat, so I'm up there to 35 now.
Oh, nice. What's
Keep
tough
up.
do for you?
It gives you a huge health bonus.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
+2 for every level. And
Wait,
it stacks
wow.
What are you at,
retroactively.
Al?
35.
43.
Oh, Al. Yeah.
43. Yeah,
I've rolled
35 and 40.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've rolled 4 d10s and managed to get 35 out of it. Well, I guess
I'm
3
tired of
because didn't we
going
take
prone.
max on the first level or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, I was like paying attention to something else when you were explaining how do you do hit point when you level hit points?
There are two ways you can do it. You can either roll your hit die and add your Constitution modifier, or you can take half your hit die plus 1 plus your Constitution modifier.
Okay.
So you can either roll the die and potentially it's a boom or bust. You either like can just take the middle of the road basic, I don't want to risk it, or you can risk it all for a little bit more HP, but you might also roll a 1. So
I'm definitely going for that high risk, high reward. Oh yes.
What'd you get?
Oh yes. I got an 8. That's the highest on my hit dice
Fuck
I can
yeah,
get.
dude.
nice.
We are
Yeah,
rolling
dude.
some ridiculous hit point numbers.
We're gonna need it. This HP.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Pierce in
Yeah.
particular.
Yeah.
Holy shit! That puts me at 39.
That's yeah.
Puts me higher than Roland.
And he's tough.
And I'm tough, man. Not so tough. Not so tough.
Not so tough anymore.
Ish.
Got some big beefy bard. Just don't break those guitar strings.
That's a lot of bees, a lot of heavy bees coming in.
Can your fingers
Yep.
move that quickly, that deftly on those on those strings when they're that gumpy and gnarled?
Gumpy and gnarled.
Can you open your hands all the way? You look so strong now.
That's about all I got. Honestly, level 4 is kind of boring for a bard.
It's
It's
generally
kind of boring for
boring
everybody,
most
right?
people.
It's just generally, yeah.
You
You
can-
either
it's
take a
where you
feat
get-
or you.
Yep.
But level 5 though, guys.
It's when you
You
pop
know-
off.
This
Go ahead.
this Horde of the Dragon Queen, is what level is it? Like, what's the level range on it generally?
Starts at first, drops you off at 7 to 8.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
So we're actually, we're pretty close to the halfway point for the campaign.
Okay. If we were going to like 10, I would probably consider multi-classing, but since we're all going to 8, maybe I'll consider just sticking with a bard all the way through.
Yeah. The other thing too is, and obviously we'll take a temperature of this when we get done. There is another campaign that goes directly off of this one. So if everyone would be interested in continuing to the third half of the campaign, then that will go all the way up to level 15. And then if everyone also still wishes to continue, I've been cooking up some homebrew content based off of everyone's characters to continue and drop us off at 20.
Cool.
But
That'd be pretty dope.
yeah, that's a lot of future stuff that it's available. I'd be happy to do it. If that's not in the cards, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
La vie.
That'd be pretty dope though if we made it that far though.
It would be. I would be definitely in for that.
You know, the more I've
Question.
done D&D combat, the more I'm not so sure how useful it is to be able to take an opportunity attack when they enter my area. When I first read that, I was like, that's awesome. And now I'm kind of like, I don't know. I just kind of run up on motherfuckers a lot. It kind of like people aren't moving around
No,
all that much.
You try, but if you can get to the front though, and then just like get next to everybody, they're going to be moving through your
Yeah.
range like pretty often. So just trying to
Well,
get
it's
into
like
the
if they
thick of it
leave
is
range,
really
they still
advantageous, or getting it so they have to run past you.
Yeah, well, if they leave my range, they still get attacked. This is only if they enter my range for this one. So it's like,
Right.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I feel like that hasn't happened that many times. Where like
I feel
I'm
like
entering
it's
their range.
Happened, it felt like it happened a lot before you took the feat, and then it never happened again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question. For the darkness spell, you can still shoot spells through it. You just can't see anything, right?
The spell darkness. Let me just.
Because it says a creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness. Non-magical
you would
light
need-
can't. Huh.
Yeah, so you would still be able to shoot through it. It is just darkness, but it is magical darkness, which means that even if you had dark vision, you wouldn't be able to see. You would need to have the ability to see in magical darkness, which there is a spell and a feat for that.
Okay.
Magical darkness.
I liked how varied the feat list was. It was much like trying to choose skill traits at the beginning of a Fallout game.
It's fun. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Everyone quietly thinks
Yeah, quietly considering.
and studies how they can be the better character.
I don't have too many options myself. I was going to do charisma because of the horrible interaction Pelagius and I just had in the bedroom. My charisma is -1, so
He says as he lays down into the bed.
My charisma's -1. He starts spooning you.
Like doing it really poorly.
Yeah, he starts
Like-
spooning you, but he's doing it from like the opposite side. So he's like got his head in your feet.
He's got like his leg
Like
monkey
his
wrapped
head.
around as well. And just like the toe is just poking into.
are you feeling how strong my charisma is now, Pelagius?
My character in the other campaign is the exact opposite. He's like +5 charisma, but he's -1 intelligence. He's just dumb as shit, but people just like love him.
Yeah.
Except
all
for
know
the
somebody.
mayor.
Yeah, except for the mayor he tried to take out to dinner. That didn't go so well.
All right. Other question. For Thunderclap. Yeah, moving on. The cantrip.
Always a
I'm
bitch.
confused. It says you create a burst of thunder that can be heard up to 100 feet away, but the range is 5 feet. So only people within 5 feet of you can hear this thunder that can go up to 100 feet away?
No, only the people. You can only cast it within 5 feet of yourself. Basically, you cast it around yourself. You can't like cast it more than 5 feet away from you. But
Okay,
what-
does it like
the
go
positioning of it.
100 feet like in a sphere, or if I like cast it forward? So like,
You
if-
cast it, and it's a booming thunderclap that emanates from the point within 5 feet of you that not only can be heard from 100 feet away, but it also does 1d6 thunder damage.
I feel like that's not helpful because then you're hitting your party. Like your party mates are not going to be 100 feet away from you.
100 feet doesn't hurt them. It's only the sound is within 100 feet. So you create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. However, the range/area is 5 feet. So everything within 5 feet of you. That was me explaining it wrong. Everything
Gotcha.
within 5 feet of you. So everything in the squares directly around you would take 1d6 thunder damage.
Then what the fuck is the point of me them telling me it can be heard 100 feet away?
Because sometimes you want to be able to hear things 100 feet away. Like
Sometimes
hey,
you don't
when
want
you
to like make a lot of noise.
Yeah,
also
I
that too.
feel like that one's not that helpful.
Like when sneaking into bedrooms.
Oh, okay. Brendan, am I able to prepare different spells while I'm during this long rest?
Yeah. I think every long rest you can change out your spells. if
Okay.
I'm not
I just
mistaken.
didn't know if this was like different because we're in a dungeon or something.
Nope.
All right.
Yep. You feel good about it.
Cool. Cool.
I would have said something along the lines of, "You can't sleep when enemies are nearby."
Okay. Yeah.
Also, Eric, when you were saying if we were going till 10, I would consider multi-classing, and I was like, well, I mean, like we're going to like 10:30, but like I don't know what the time has to do with you.
Yeah.
multi-classing. And then I realized I was just being dumb, and I didn't want to tell anyone until now. So
Nice. Perfect.
That's okay. It took you some time.
Oh, this
but
is
you worked
perfect.
through it.
I can prepare the ceremony spell, and by doing that, you two can get married. Akamenos and Laya, I can marry you, and you get +2 bonus to AC
Not
when
rolling
you're
compel?
within
I
30
mean,
feet of each other. You're
That's pretty
muted.
cool. Pierce is muted still. What's going on there?
He keeps muting himself.
I always mute myself because I am a conscientious person, and then I like forget that I muted myself. So
I've been trying to do
what I was
that
gonna
too.
say- yeah. What I was going to say is that my, how the turntables, Emily. Alec is marrying us now, rather
Instead
than
of
me
the
marrying
other way
Alec.
around.
very fitting.
Too funny.
However, the
pretty good.
AC bonus only lasts for 7 days, and you can only get it becomes widowed. So,
It's true. So one of you will have to die.
yep, which is totally possible in D&D, and that doesn't necessarily mean
True.
you're dead forever.
It's more possible with Isaac than it is for us.
True.
So
Yeah.
probably not going to happen in the next 7 days. Look at this boy band looking motherfucker.
He's so handsome.
I heard that.
Good. It's not fun to make
I
fun of
wanted
you
to-
if you can't hear it.
Oh,
You want to hear my new band's EP?
yeah.
Yeah, is it
That's
on
too bad.
SoundCloud?
It's too bad none of you get to.
Wow.
You laughed at his joke, and now you don't get to hear it.
Well, then Emily gets
So
to hear it because she
disappointing.
never laughs at anything.
That's true.
Joke's on you.
They just
I'm
don't
dead
listen to
inside.
much of it.
Eric was in a band once.
Where are you?
Now you got to bring up that shit. God damn it, Pierce.
I was gonna wonder where this theatrical background came from. We hear you singing. You've got some. You're not tone deaf.
You got some pipes.
Eric, tell him
Thanks,
what
guys.
your band name was.
I really don't want to.
Too late now. It's
Oh,
yeah, we
Yeah,
can
no,
hear that.
no, this is yeah.
What was it, Mouse Rat?
No, it was. I wish. My first band's name was Dropout Nation,
Nice.
and the second band's name was Cite the Source.
Was it literally two scene emo bands?
One was like a lot more punk, but we were also just like kids just making music. It was nothing. But then Cite the Source was like, yeah, kind of emo.
What would have been better if it was like, this is literally 2 years ago.
I'm currently in Dropout Nation right now as we speak.
We're on our reunion tour, you know. It's not a big deal.
I'm exploring my punk
NBD,
phase.
NBD.
I like that a member of Dropout Nation got 2 master's degrees.
Like, what's more punk than punking against
What a
punk?
fucking poser.
I'm like the bassist in Nirvana. Just went on to have a very professional life, very like well-rounded person. But
Really?
just
He went on to
totally
do stuff?
Good for him.
what? Yeah,
He went on to do
went
stuff?
on and yeah, he went on. Well, I mean, he just went on to like get a law degree or something, and now he's a lawyer or some shit like that.
I want to commit so many crimes that eventually I get Nirvana bassist lawyer to get me off. I said what I
Yeah.
said.
Well, I'm leveled up, so
So am I.
Cool. M, are you you all good? You get everything squared away? We'll pass you, Isaac. What's up? You feeling good over there?
Yeah, man. Mine was
Alright.
relatively straightforward.
That's how
yeah,
monks
same
do.
here. I had to choose one
Mhm.
more prepared spell, and that wasn't too big of a deal.
You've been itching for that prepared spell.
Oh boy,
For-
yeah. I looked at the list and I was
No,
like,
have I?
don't really care for any of these. Guess we'll just do.
Really? Nothing good popping up over there?
I ended up taking Thunderous Smite. Like, that's fine. I just don't generally use my spell slots on attacks because, like,
Mhm.
it doesn't feel like I need to. And if I wanted to do that, I'd probably use, like, Divine Smite and do radiant damage.
Turns out.
Turns out I can just do that anyway. I don't really
I'm
need a
gonna backpedal
prepared
real
spell
quick here.
for it.
Eric, you've got 2 masters? Is that am I hearing this correctly?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
Which is just pretty impressive, you know, in itself.
Thanks, guys.
That you actually were like friends with Pierce and went on to be way smarter than him.
That's like the
Went
biggest
on.
compliment Pierce can give somebody is like not actually giving them a compliment. And he used that through a band joke.
Yeah, right.
It's almost like I'm not all bad.
It's almost like that.
Kind of. You're also the fucking worst, though.
True.
I think I made fun of you for having 2 masters at one point. Somehow twisted that into a bad thing.
That sounds more appropriate.
I think you called him a fucking poser for going
No,
on
that
to
was-
get
that was
a
me.
master's degree.
Well, I definitely said that.
Are you
Yeah, we
even
get it,
punk,
dude. You
bro?
like can't figure out what the fuck you want to do and want to waste your parents' money. Whatever. Something like that. I don't know.
The rest of us did
Took
that
out
without
loans for
getting
those things, you
degrees.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I was like, I guess I don't really know if he actually who paid for those.
Psych, no one paid for it. He just sat in on all the courses and he walked a graduation for a dead guy.
Hey,
He's got a whole
listen.
different.
Enough people lie in their resumes to get away with it.
It's true. Who actually
Wait, you're
fixed
allowed-
that shit?
You're allowed to do that? Oh fuck! I gotta update my
No,
resume.
actually, you're really not supposed to do
Yeah,
that.
you can do that.
It's probably
I
illegal.
mean, who's really gonna check? Who really knows, honestly?
I
Right?
highly doubt my resume. Like, I highly doubt anybody's ever called Eastern and checked my degree.
I mean, it is Eastern.
Yeah.
I understand, like, why you're saying those words, but, like, what does that mean? You know? Like, what does that mean?
They just assume everyone has a degree from Eastern.
Okay.
You know, Eastern is the reason why one of the reasons why I moved to Saline. My dad got a job working at EMU for the
They
first.
just assume everybody's
2
got
years.
a degree from the best educational school in the nation.
From Eastern.
It's ignored.
You wanted to know more. You wanted to know the joke I was making, so I elaborated.
No, I just wanted you to
the
explain
problem
your
is-
bad joke. I
You
wanted
have
to make it
take it
painful
from
for
me.
you.
If you have to explain the joke, it's not landing.
Mm.
That is like stand-up 101 right there. That one's
Sure.
free.
Swing and a miss on the Eastern education joke.
Yeah, you should read The Room, man,
Yeah.
because people from EMU can't.
That was all right. Don't necessarily get it either, but it felt at least all right.
Get it.
That's kind of my point.
Maybe explaining the humor is not me.
Turns out school's academia has no relation to their sports program, like 90% of the time. So that was a compliment for EMU.
Yeah, that would definitely be a compliment for EMU.
From Scout Jokes.
There's a decent chance they will not continue to be a tier 1 football school.
Wait, they still are?
Yep.
Wow.
They've made some bowl games the last couple years.
They've actually, yeah, they've had more
So-
success in the last couple years than just about ever, honestly. So,
Nice. I mean, listen, it's in Ipsy, so it's not like a place where people are doing some heavy recruiting from. Come on down, see our large penis in the middle of the road.
they
It's
do
an
they
old
do
brick
have
structure.
a very large penis in Ipsy.
It's a nice penis.
It is a nice
Good looking
penis.
dick, Peter.
Yeah, Eastern's
know,
a place where people go, they get degrees, and they leave. Like,
Mhm.
there's a
Yep.
little bit of campus culture there, but it is not why you go there.
Emily Golden drives past that penis every day into work, and we've got a Facebook thread between the Golden siblings and spouses. And so periodically, I'll just get a picture of like an artfully drawn on picture of the Ypsilanti penis and be like, Morningwood. And I'll be like, fuck yeah, this is a good way to start the day.
There you go.
She moved back to Michigan, huh?
Yeah, her and her husband Jacob live just off of a road by the Not Quality 16 cinema in Saline. Yep,
Gotcha.
the one in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, that's right on the border there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like AMC
They're doing well.
now
She's
or something.
yeah, something like that. She
Back in my day, it was just Showtime and Quality 16. And if you wanted to save money, you went to Quality 16.
Yeah, yeah.
that's where the quality was.
Sure wasn't. Now we have a fucking dank ass movie theater in Saline. It makes no sense.
You know, my parents are members of that place, and I gotta say, when I show up and my dad's like, "Take the card and go watch a movie," and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm in. I and watch this movie." It's nice.
It's a dude. The first time we went to one of those was the one in Royal Oak, and I was like, "Holy shit! I like going to movie theaters again. This is
Right?
really nice." This
Here's
is
a not-sponsored
actually
plug
better.
for Imagine Cinema.
Exactly.
Way to
This
go.
is actually better than the experience I can have at home, unlike every other movie theater I've ever experienced.
hmm And like the guy who owns it has really personal messages at the beginning of the movie that
Yeah.
are only like 12% creepy, and the rest of it is really wholesome.
Yeah, he's a little creepy with those messages, like something about the way he delivers it and the look and stuff. But he's also like so like he feels so genuine at the same time that you're just kind of like, oh, you're just like creepy and you don't mean to be. Poor
Yeah.
guy.
It's just a product of the times, you know?
Yep.
It's just your delivery. You know, you're really passionate about delivering a great movie experience, and I don't know why that's a turnoff for me, but it really is. However, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. He is really passionate about it, and if I remember correctly, he's like a good dude too. I don't remember what it was, but I remember reading something and being like, "Fuck yeah, I can even like this guy." Like, I think he pays his
Nice.
employees well and stuff. Yeah, I don't remember exactly
people
what
that
it
work
is,
there
but there
seem
was
happy.
something. He's like socially conscious somehow. I don't remember how.
Nice. Probably like feeds orphans with old popcorn.
Maybe. Oh, see ya.
But
Fired.
I guess that was the straw that broke his back, was social conscious movie going.
Yep. That was the one.
How you doing up there, Emily? Got any questions, comments, or concerns? I only ask not to bring you to light, but to offer my assistance.
I was just reading about the feats. Sorry, it took me a while. I had to like read. I had to pick a cantrip and a spell, so like I had to read like all of them to figure out which one I wanted. So that's why it took a while.
Yeah, it's cool. I get it. There's a lot.
There's a lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to like think about the ones you already have and like what's gonna go well.
Which I don't even know why you're thinking about getting cantrips or spells that aren't Eldritch Blast. But that's that's fine.
Shut up.
Man's got a point.
True.
Get Eldritch Blast and then get a whole bunch of utility stuff for outside of combat.
Mm-hmm. And then you should take the feat for Eldritch Adept or something like that because it just makes your Eldritch Blast that much better.
Yeah, they really do kind of like be like, hey, yo,
Force you into
listen, use Eldritch Blast because we have a bunch of Eldritch Blast specific feats. So,
Alright.
Yep.
Oh,
That
I
is
could
your
learn 2
life.
more cantrips.
oh,
It's always
cool.
good.
You could learn 2 more that you don't use.
I think.
Whoa! Shots fired.
Pew 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 pew.
There's also more feats in Tasha's, Emily. Like you
Oh,
could
fuck,
learn.
this is gonna take me a minute.
Yeah. You know, not everybody studied it as soon as it came out. Al.
Well, I mean,
Nobody spent.
just about
Some
everybody
of us
did.
haven't spent months.
Oh yeah, Isaac.
Okay.
Did you look at the feats in Tasha's also?
Oh, I did not. I looked at the list that Frump sent me.
Did that include
Oh,
Tasha's,
man.
Brendan?
I think it does. It's the 5e.
Does it have Faye, like
Fey
Faye
touched.
touched? That's one I can think
Yeah,
of off
that's
the
a
top of
good
my head.
one.
Or Slasher.
That's a good one.
Faye touch is
That's
good
a
as
real
shit
good
because
one.
you learn Misty Step, so you can just
Yeah.
teleport.
You can use it once a day for free. Just like
Or you can even use a spell slot for
Ugh.
it if you want.
I know. I might. Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I was
I
really
almost
close to
the
doing
list
Faye
does have it.
touched.
Yeah.
the list that I sent him does have all the updated
Okay,
ones
cool.
on it too. Mhm.
Yeah, I was close to doing Fate Touch because I think you get a charisma point also, and that would put me at 18 charisma. Oh man,
Yeah,
should I
damage.
fucking...
We are both
Right.
as fucking
do that?
charismatic then.
Oh yeah, we're both. Dude, listen, there's a reason people like Bashir. You know, he's kind of a dick, so he's really got to put off like fucking balance that out.
Yeah,
Em,
true.
if you're interested, a couple good ones for Warlock would be like Spell Sniper or Elemental Adept, Warcaster, or Lucky. Honestly, Lucky is like
Lucky
a really
catch-all.
good feat.
Fucking good.
What's Lucky
Where's-
do?
Just like
You
have
have
it.
Lucky.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
it was your birthday present.
It was my birthday present.
Yeah, you
Which-
ungrateful
This
son
has
of a
been
bitch.
this has been a rough dungeon. Okay.
It really has
Been long.
unnecessarily been a rough dungeon.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't do ourselves many favors in that dungeon, though.
And I'm glad you didn't, because as a first dungeon for a lot of you, good. Get all the kinks out. Just mess it up in the worst ways.
Yeah, really.
Just there are no wrong answers, except for all the wrong answers.
Dude, I think
which
I
you'll
Yeah,
find.
might do
I,
Fate Touched.
I convinced Jane to make a Discord. You should add her.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. She just sent us our username.
Yep.
So, fellas, what do we think? I don't know if this is metagaming, but what was this meat chamber? Like, it's still killing me.
It's a
Oh, you should
delicacy
probably
for
do a
God meat.
Constitution check then if it's still killing you, because that poison's still coursing in your veins.
Oh man,
If we're just metagaming over here.
a poor use of yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Turns out, not funny, but I will swing at every potential situational joke I can get.
Isaac, that didn't appear to be her name. That doesn't work. Does she have a 4-digit tag, or is it 4323 for sure? I was not able to do anything with that.
Maybe she's got privacy settings up to like no one
I should
can
still
invite
be
me
able to
and stuff.
send her friend invite.
Then it looks like Skosh got played. Got
Aw,
them
dude.
fake discords.
She got me one of
Yeah,
those fake
catfish.
ones, huh?
Catfish like a noob.
Like a
Actually,
fucking noob.
some chap named Hank who's just really excited to tell you about seals.
All right, I'm doing Fey Touched because I can learn Bless, which I already know, but I can cast it for free, and Bless has been seriously good for us. And then
sure has.
It's a good one.
I can free up another spell slot of my own, and I learn Misty Step, and it brings my charisma to 18.
Damn.
You took
got
that over the polearm mastery.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it over Polar Mastery.
Solid approach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
How does that
Um,
work in narratively with Bashir?
Mm.
Well,
We'll talk later.
He's
Oh.
he's a dragonborn. Obviously, he's the glaive Bahamut. So he's obviously important to otherworldly and celestial beings. Who's to say that some Fae doesn't come down and be like, "Hey, guess what? I like
And
you.
he's like, hey,
I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch you all over.
And he's
Every
like,
time that you Misty
"Touch me
Step,
on my
it's me
penis."
touching you. Hmm I want to get on that glaive. I want to worship that glaive. I'm here for that glaive worship. Don't kink shame. That's what I'm all about.
We're not kink shaming. I don't think.
Nice.
Did you add so did you run Airplane Jane 4323 as like the beginning of the username, before the 4 digits? I guess I didn't specify that when I typed it in. So it should have been Airplane Jane.
I ran that as the 4 digits.
Oh, I sent a picture of her ID.
That's weird.
Is that a picture of her? That's fucked up, dude.
There we go. Now it
Sorry,
worked.
man.
Yeah,
Maybe
dude, she's a
maybe
mom,
Discord
okay?
hadn't like
Mom
processed
now,
her
dude.
yet or something.
Can't be doing that. You can't just be sending pictures of moms to people
Yeah, it's weird, man.
over the internet of all things. This is a sacred place.
Yeah, this is a place where you don't do things like that, man. Come on.
You better encrypt it when you send it over.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Pierce, I
Yeah.
just realized your icon is the Amazon from D2.
Yep.
Yeah.
When we started the Discord before Wheelie Boys, we all picked D2 classes, and then Alec abandoned that, but Alex still has his, and Dave abandoned that. But Alex still has
Alex
his
is still going strong with that sorceress.
Yep. I'm trying to find. This is so dumb. I'm trying to find what Brennan gave us for Alex's birthday because I have not been using it for a while.
Go into your feats. We all got a feat, right?
I know, but I don't know if I added it. Did I add it? I'll just look at my Discord.
I think, yeah, you put it in the Discord, right, From?
I don't remember.
Pretty sure you did.
I'm pretty sure you
Look,
did as well.
Look on posts around Al's birthday, because
That's what I was
that's
doing.
when it was.
Yeah. I was going through each one and looking at the 27th-ish.
If I put the feats in there, just look for the word lucky, because I know that that's the one that I gave
Yeah,
Al. So
or
here you go.
Dungeon Delver.
Akamenos, you got Savage Attacker.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
I know. I have a really good one that I haven't been using.
Have not been utilizing at all.
Damn. Oh,
Actually, I couldn't use it all that often because I didn't hit that often. This is just for damage.
Roland has Sentinel. Leah, you already have Warrior, so that's good. At least you
Trump,
should.
is that you trying to like give Pierce a hint that like he should be in the combat more? Cause you know, it's a good subtle hint, a good nudge.
I am many things, but I don't think subtlety is my strong suit.
Then like just hit him over the head with it, right?
Just
I
like
have to
here,
play the character. I can't play just like the min-max
Yeah.
dude getting the most damage.
and that's one of the reasons why I chose that for you. Is be extremely overpowering for the
I love it when
because you would
Brendan's mic
only use
stops
it at
working.
periodic times.
Goodbye. Be gone, thought. We couldn't hear you.
Did my mic stop? Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I gave it to you is because your character is not the most like stabby. So when you do decide to stabby, it's really important, and it would be beneficial to be savage. That's it. I wanted to
Okay.
give everyone just a small little bit to just make the situation a little bit better. Warcaster is great. It's not the best casting feat. Sentinel is great for Roland if he's ever on his feet. Al just always rolls ones, so just might as well have 3 more chances to roll ones and have us all laugh. And Dungeon Delver is a really good and important feat, especially when you're literally in the middle of a dungeon. But it's not so much like surviving combat stuff. It's just something like Pell would be able to observe the situation better and maybe offer more sagacious advice as the charismatic one of the group.
Maybe, or maybe he just like let other players continue to search the dungeon in front of him and just stand one token behind them every single time.
The
Like
the
I've been
obvious
content to
true
do,
dungeon
apparently.
delver right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, what's the best way to learn if there's a trap there? Watch someone else trip it.
Yeah.
Hey, Brendan,
Just
quick
let someone else
question.
slap the ground.
Yeah. What's up?
What are aberrations? Like, what's an example of an aberration? Is it ghosts and stuff, or what?
Yeah, it's like banshees.
Okay.
Let me
It's
give
like
you
the,
more
it's
than
like
just
the spiritual undead, not the undead.
Yes, aberrations are utterly alien beings. Okay, many of them have
Okay.
innate magical abilities drawn from the creature's alien mind, rather than the mystical forces of the world. The quintessential aberrations are Abeloths, Beholders, Mind Flayers, and Slotty. So I guess the best way to
Mind
think
Flayers.
is Lovecraftian
Interesting.
style.
The
Yeah.
chaos horror
Those
stuff.
are aberrations.
Interesting.
hmm
Okay.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Jeez.
Well, I was looking at like protection from good and evil, and I can prepare 6 spells, and then I know automatically like a bunch of other ones, and I was like, I guess I'll get protection from good and evil, but like it doesn't. I don't know. I don't think we've ran into a single one of these things yet, but maybe we will.
I myself have never really had much worth in protection from
It
good and
seems
evil.
not that great.
Like I think it's a pretty bad spell. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, lift. Well, protection grants several creatures those have disadvantages. Okay, so let's say that you were in the middle of like a crypt, or you were being attacked by a bunch of mind flayers. Situationally, I would like to have all of them be at a disadvantage for attacking me.
Yeah.
I get that. But so far, you're in the material plane, so you've been going up against mortal creatures.
Kobolds.
You know,
so.
we're not doing Curse of Strahd. We're not doing a bunch of like other stuff that I don't have reference to in my head.
Yeah, I'm gonna get command
Out of
instead.
Abyss.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I can see how they're trying to transport Circle of Protection from previous editions into this. I don't know if Circle of Protection was any better in previous editions, other than, like, I don't actually honestly remember. It's been so long. But it was like Circle of Protection good or evil. Well, like this one. It doesn't matter. I'm just rambling at this point. I got nothing. I'm trying to save it, but
I'm with
this
you.
is not going to happen.
Yeah, stop what you're doing. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, question. So I picked the feat, and it's the Eldritch Adept, so I can pick another invocation, but then it doesn't like bring up a slot for me to actually pick one. So how do I add it?
That's a good question. Let me take a look at your character sheet.
Okay. And then I think I'll be done. Sorry, there's a lot of reading. That's why I didn't want to do it right now.
It's all good.
Yeah,
Take your time.
Take your time.
You probably
Like,
add
like
it by
how
going
Brendan
over
said.
to spells.
Like Brendan said, we don't have Duff, so
Mhm.
this is kind of a moment where we like need to pause, probably.
Yeah.
You took Eldritch Invocations. You chose Agonizing Blast and Eldritch Sight.
No, that was from earlier. Under the ability score, I did the feat
Ability
and
score
I did
improvement.
Eldritch.
Eldritch Adept.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then it doesn't like bring
You-
down another box.
You learn one Eldritch Invocation option of your choice from the Warlock class. As a prerequisite. Okay.
So I don't know how to add it.
Can you share your screen?
Let's
Can
find
we
out.
try to go through this again?
Can you tell me how to share my screen?
You
didn't actually really tell
Do you
me.
see at the bottom left where there's a screen and an arrow?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. That way we can see what you're
Okay.
seeing.
Go live. So like, it doesn't bring down anything else for me to actually click. Like which?
Did you have those 2 packs from before?
Yes, I've already had those.
Okay.
I wanted to pick another one.
Can you guys see her go live? I actually cannot.
I see her watch stream over here.
Yeah.
Yep,
Huh.
there we go. Yeah, so that's
Oh,
I'm also
there we
there
go.
too with you, and I don't know why.
Maybe it's just not right yet. Because mine definitely brought down another thing. Go to Eldritch,
Besides
Emily,
the-
go to Eldritch Invocations 2 above it.
Yeah, but I already have those.
I know, I wanted to see if another one was available.
No, I already did that.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, that's also.
Hmm.
I guess just pick one and like remember which one you have.
Let me see. Eldritch Adept. Nope. Not Elemental Adept.
Oh wait, click that again, Emily. Click Eldritch Adept. I think you clicked the wrong one. Click Eldritch Adept. Click where it says Eldritch Adept.
I did.
Click it. Click it. click where it says Eldritch Adept. Open that menu. Are you not opening it? What's happening? Emily?
Oh.
Click Eldritch Adept.
It shows
I am.
Elemental Adept.
Okay,
now.
maybe we can't see that menu. Okay, Eldritch Adept. Is there multiple
I'm
ones?
dead.
I
I'm
think
dead.
are there multiple Eldritch Adept choices? Because sometimes there are multiple
No.
ones.
Yeah, there's only the one. The rest is Elemental Adept.
Okay, because Fey Touched has like 4 different ones you can choose from, and one of them won't
Yes.
work correctly.
But it's only one Eldritch
All
Adept.
right.
The other ones are elemental.
Apparently, we can't see this menu when she clicks it. So.
Are you clicking it?
I was
Oh my
like,
god, I'm
Are you
clicking.
click on it? Are
I
you
was
clicking?
like,
Are
what
you-
the fuck is
are you-
happening?
Go ahead.
Like I am double clicking, I'm triple clicking,
Are you clicking it? Are you clicking it?
clicking it.
Listen, I
Emily's
run
doing
tech
literally
support for
nothing
this
but
lady
clicking it.
as a lifestyle, and it's the worst. So
I have no idea.
I bet she was just broken, honestly.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Wow.
just write down which one it is that you want,
Okay.
and then tell me which one it is that you want, so I can remember it.
Oh, I think we went through this
Repelling
with
blast.
Junga.
So I
or
can-
something.
Push people 10 feet away when I hit him with Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast! I mean, I use that only, so I might as well beef it up since you guys are making fun of me for it.
Listen, I think you're making the right choices.
I think so too.
I think you just need to be really
Yep,
cool
that's
with
right.
Eldritch blasting the fuck out of stuff, and then having
Because what
like
if you
Yeah.
push
just
someone
have a bunch of utility
like, off the
cantrips.
Mhm.
What if I push him off,
off
the
a cliff? Exactly. What if you're just like Eldritch Blast, and they go? Poof.
Or I'm thinking,
then
you know,
they-
push him away from Roland when he's about to die, because that will happen often.
It's not happening anymore. I'm
He's
now.
tough. He's so
Yeah, you're
tough.
prone most of the time, so I
He's
don't
tough.
know.
He
Look at
almost
that
has as
tough
much
boy.
fucking health
I
as our
just haven't.
bard.
I just haven't been tough yet. You know, I'm all calloused and beat up, and now I've learned.
He's like Goku. You know, he's
I'm
come back
hardened.
more tough from his near death.
All right, Emily, you can stop sharing your screen now.
I don't know
Please,
how.
I don't
now.
want to. I don't want to see your porn.
Yeah, we don't need to see your fucking eldritch porn.
Eldritch Blast!
I mean, I kind of want to see it.
Porn would be pretty cool to be. It's like that's sign me up. That's what I'm in for.
All right. Well,
The more you know.
Oh, there's something in my eyeball.
It's your finger. I'm watching you. Your finger is in your eyeball.
Man's got a
know, 'cause
point.
there's an eyelash.
So
You are
Bashir
knuckle
wakes
deep in
up
your eyeball.
and like feels really weird because apparently he's been touched by a fae spirit.
Go ahead, give me either a Constitution or a History check, whichever one you want.
Wait, Constitution or history?
Those
are really
or
weird
history.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
All right.
Yep. You get your best of the two.
Feel like you get to
It's the first
mind trick
roll.
your way.
It's the first roll
First
I've
roll of
rolled
the day.
all night.
And
One.
I'm gonna use a luck point because I really don't want to have a 1 on this.
Oh no.
how is that possible, dude? This is
I rolled a
insane.
2.
Even
Oh
better.
my god.
You can
Like
use-
I'm not
can
lying.
You have been touched by the Fae, all right?
my.
Yep. I guess I rolled a 6 on that. I don't.
Which one was it? Constitution or?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Not even. It's a 4 and it's Constitution.
Cool. Your body feels weird.
Cool.
Bashir has undergone a puberty of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
definitely
I
feels it in
feel
his nuts
weird.
for sure.
You
Yeah.
have this feeling of like you're covered in bruises, but you also feel very energetic.
Cool.
I'm adding on the things to explain to Bashir the list I'm making. I'm adding puberty. Oh my fucking no! Seriously, it's already on the list. I already. It's right there.
My god.
Please give yourself an inspiration die.
The posthumous inspiration die right there. What the fuck?
I don't even remember why it's there.
Perhaps it's best that you don't remember why it's there.
Yeah, probably.
Thankfully, you can check the stream at YouTube/StopSign002 for.
No, don't.
If you
don't. I'm glad that cut off.
If you like what you saw tonight, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Didn't like what you
Like,
saw? Why don't
subscribe.
you go ahead and let me know why down in the comments?
It's at
We'll get back to you.
piercecorshane.gmail.com.
What's your
You're
favorite
an
feat? Why don't you
asshole.
let me know what's down in the comments?
It's,
Bashir kind of like rubbing.
XX Pierce Corshane 420 XX 69
That's the correct one. Yep.
at gmail.com.
Rubbing his achy body kind of comes over and wakes up Pell, and he's like, man, I just feel like I don't know, man. I just like been through a lot. I don't know what's going on. I'm really bruised up. My nuts kind of tingle. Pell?
He's talking to you,
Pell?
Pell.
Pell? Starts like shaking Pell, trying to wake him up.
I don't even know how to I don't know what to tell you here. This is a lot on me right now. A lot of pressure. It seems like you maybe never had a father figure around to explain these things to you, but your body is going through a lot of changes right now. Some of them are expected and desired, and some of them will haunt you for the rest of your life and make you miserable. And that's okay. That's just part of being a normal human. And then he looks at you like how tall you are. Dragonborn man adult guy. But you'll do your best.
You know, I feel a lot better after this talk, so thank you.
Yeah. So I'm still on this bed, and the distance my head is from your groin right now is kind of uncomfortable for me. So
Oh, would you like it to be closer?
I'm gonna just No, I don't want it to be closer. That's what I'm saying. Is it's uncomfortably close right now.
Oh, okay. He backs off.
But good talk.
Bashir lays down in the bed next to you.
I'm here for this.
I'm not. I'm in the other room, but I'm listening.
What? You're
Oh yeah, go
listening
ahead.
from the
Give me a perception check if you want.
I've got my good ear rolled over to that side.
Is Sibo still curled up at the foot of the bed
Oh.
during all of
I
this?
got a 9.
No, he moved. Oh, you got a 9. You hear the sound of muffled talking, but you can't make out the words. Sibo, however, came over and is sitting down on the chest on the bed, and he points the wand at Bashir and shoots out a little thing of sparks and pyrotechnics at his eye level, Bashir's groin level, and it just like shoots out past him.
Right into Bell's face, of course.
Eldritch facial.
Oh my god! No!
Oh.
Oh no. Okay, then Bashir gets in, lays down in the bed, and goes, "Oh, get over here, little buddy. We're just all getting in bed. We're gonna get all warm."
He was like, "No, thank you," and goes and like sits over.
Oh well, his loss.
I will, however, go make us that tea that I promised. And comes
Oh.
down into like the brazier and like starts. After a few minutes, you hear you don't hear anything, thankfully, but you smell odd smells coming from the brazier, almost like moss is being cooked in water.
Can I ask what Sibo is actually making? Can I ask you, little buddy? Like, what you doing there?
He's like stirring like a little pot, and he's like, "It's an old family recipe, moss tea. Some people say it's musty, but you must have the moss tea."
He's somehow getting worse.
Yeah, he's just afflicted with this like.
I don't know how to play Sibo. I know how to do the.
No, I'm enjoying him. I'm enjoying
Yeah.
every version of Sibo I've ever
Wow.
seen. Actually.
You know, he's definitely whatever his special sorcerer class is, wild magic definitely affects him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Among other things, affect him.
Well, I'm looking.
Like this moss tea.
I'm like looking at Bashir, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna drink that.
I mean, I've had worse.
He finds like some mismatched cups in the room and ladles out. He doesn't even strain it. He just ladles out like hot water full of just clumps of different types of moss that have just been cooked in there at a rolling boil for like 15 minutes.
Bashir like takes a big swig of it and then like stops and kind of like, "Oh yeah," and like turns around, like gently spits it back out into the cup and turns to Pelin and is just like, "Yeah, you were right."
Go ahead. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
He's gonna be sick.
It's a 1. It's a
No,
1.
It's a 2. 4.
Okay.
How is anyone this unlucky? How is
Um,
anyone-
You
So far
start
tonight,
dry
I've rolled a
heaving.
1 and 2 2s.
You start dry heaving. It's like you're talking to Pel. You're like, you were totally right. It was really bad.
Yeah, I'm just down on the ground at this point, like spitting. You know that like pre.
You're like rubbing your
that
tongue, trying to
pre-puke
get
spit.
the.
Yeah, I'm like, this guy, god damn it. He couldn't even see if there was a full mushroom in there. You put it in your mouth.
Sibo just
and
sits
then
there and just drinks. He's like, "Do you want me to hold your hair for you, Bashir?"
I don't have hair.
I'm like rolling. Can I like try to pat his back and just like hold his hair back, or like the equivalent of whatever holding the hair back of a dragonborn is? Like, just let it out, buddy.
You just
Just
start
let it
massaging
out.
his scalp.
Yeah, can I? I'm gonna just actually vomit here, I guess. Right? Or what's going on, Brennan? All right.
You're just dry heaving. That's it. Like that's
Okay.
you haven't eaten anything in like 2 days.
That's a good point.
You have nothing to vomit up.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing? You hear the sounds of Bashir
We're sleeping,
dry
yeah.
heaving in the other room.
I haven't heard anything. I'm just hearing muffled noises.
living our-
apparently. We're
Well, I'm
living our
making
great
lots
life.
of noise at this point.
Well, you're great.
I'm a
in
light
these bunk
sleeper though. I
beds.
just keep rolling around in bed. Like, oh my god, they shut the.
You
fuck
keep
up.
rolling around in bed.
Okay.
Keep
Ah,
rolling.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that was gross.
You do hear Bashir dry heaving because he is not quiet about it. Cool.
Cool,
Does
cool.
nothing. Excellent. Excellent. Akamenos, Leah, do you guys still want to be asleep? Do you want to wake up? Do you want to?
I see no benefit to waking up, but I
Yeah.
suppose I like open my eyes a little bit, and I'm awake, but I'm laying in bed. Listening to
Fucking millennial.
There,
Hold on.
let it out, let it out.
Nope, hold on.
There's nothing to let out.
Well, that's because you're not letting it out. If you would let it out, it would come out. Just let it out.
Bashir turns away from Pell at the last moment and just vomits fire in this way, and just like everything here
Yep.
is just
It all catches on fire. Yep. The rug, the desk, the chair are all burning. The candelabra is well lit now.
Particularly well lit.
Mhm. It is creating a bunch of acrid smoke from the varnish that was on the desk.
Bashir kind of
It's
stands
also
up and
generating
goes,
a lot of
"Oh,
heat.
I feel a lot better. We might want to
There
leave."
you go.
Like, she was like, "I don't. I'm out of here." Runs over into the other room.
Yeah, we might want to leave now.
He comes running
I
in.
agree.
Fire!
Let's blow this popsicle
Fire!
joint.
Ah, there's a fire!
I get out of bed. What are you guys talking about? What fire?
I would guess
Bish,
smoke
give
is spewing
coming
from
in?
the other room at
Yes,
this point.
smoke is now
Alright.
beginning to start to fill up the top of this room over here.
Yeah, we might want
And
to.
I say to Leia, well, you know, as the old moniker goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's a lot of smoke over there, so we should go.
Let's GTFO.
But I boogie also because I am awake.
I'm begrudgingly leaving.
Yeah.
You guys just had to ruin this moment. Sibo, you had
Guess
to
we're
get out
just,
your shitty fungus coffee.
You don't know that? You don't know
I
what
don't know that. Why is everything on fire? now.
I don't drink the tea.
Sibo's back here to say, "Wait!
For sure, you have this.
Wait!
You have this.
You have
this
to
glow
control him,
about
too.
you. You have this glow about
Wait!
you.
So wait, so do we not care about the dragon
Okay,
eggs
so I
then,
go
since things
back.
are on fire?
I go back to see what Sibo's
Things are on
yelling
fire.
wait about. What, Sibo?
I smell something up in this room over here."
This cannot be. Oh, guys, I think we need to go back.
All right, we'll meander back, see what they're all doing.
We're never gonna leave this. I
Nope.
was making a joke earlier today that we were
Yep.
not gonna leave this. Becoming apparent that it's gonna happen.
It's a reality for sure.
What are you smelling here, Sibo?
You-
Oh, what's this?
I smell him. And you see in here that there is an acolyte passed out in the middle of this room with like a bunch of wine bottles next to him. And you see some chests and some crates and some sacks.
All right.
Should we try and wake him up?
All right.
Let's
Bashir, go kill
investigate
him.
these
I
chests
go
and sacks.
over
No,
and
we should restrain him before.
bind
yeah,
him.
look
I was
at
gonna
anything.
say I get my rope out and I like try to tie his hands and everything carefully before he wakes up.
Do you want to give me a sleight of hand check?
Yeah, I'm the person to be doing that.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Hey, that roll was fine. 21.
Hey,
Cool. Yeah.
all right, refreshing.
He doesn't stir as you.
Gonna assume what that word was.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna assume that we're good. Yeah. So now what?
Wait, you didn't? Did I cut out again?
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
been cutting out the whole time.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
I'll work on this later. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, you. He doesn't stir as you tie him up. It's weird. All right, let's
Weird.
right now.
All right, so let's look about the room. What's we got? Perception
Yeah,
roll.
these chests and these sacks and everything. Just looking around at these in general, seeing if there's anything important.
Sure.
Brendan,
Go
now
ahead.
you're
Give me a.
now you're breathing heavily into your mic.
There's no middle ground.
I would take
There's a lot of
the other ones
filling
over the
smoke right
breathing.
now.
I'll just stop breathing then. Whatever.
Finally, we've been asking for this for the last 15 years.
Actually, as a matter of fact, that's a very true statement.
16 on investigation with those boxes and sacks.
Cool. Leah, were you also rolling investigation?
Yeah, I got a 6.
Cool. Rue, you see that this room is actually empty. There's some broken items and scattered coins, and some small gems that were dropped around. It just kind of seems like they were left behind in a hurry. It wasn't a very meticulous cleanup job. You can kind of gauge that there's about, I don't know, like 16 gold. Like you can tell that these aren't really precious gems. They're more like, baubles. And there's like a copper or two lying around. So there's about 16 gold worth of stuff. You find a very old looking black leather book. It looks like a map had been scarred into it from all of the lines from how dried this leather is. It looks old. Looks useless.
All right, so perhaps if there's nothing of value in this room, maybe we should question this fellow and what he knows.
Yeah, let's wake him up.
I mean, there is gold here. We could perhaps divvy that up
Bashir
6 ways.
kind of grabs that book and goes, "Laya, what's this book?" and throws it to her.
Just disintegrates in air.
Well, that's a nat 1. So this
For
is
what?
for trying to read the book.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
chucked it at me.
Brendan
didn't
is
know if
not
you-
paying attention.
I knew he chucked it at you. I figured your next one was to try to catch it, so a book hits you in the face.
Oh well, we can go with that. I like that
Yeah.
idea. I'll get hit in the face with it.
It's one of those
sorry.
hey, Leia, think fast, boom, and you're like, what?
I'll get
I
hit in the face with
scowl
the
at
book.
Bashir and pick up the book and attempt to read it. Let's go with that.
Cool. Go ahead, give me an Arcana check.
16.
This book is pulsating with magic.
Is it? Can I do detect evil and like good magic, bad magic?
Do you have detect?
I have detect magic. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, detect the magic on it.
As in, you want
Would
me
have
to
been
say the
helpful for
word
those
detect
scrolls
magic?
earlier.
I'm looking up the spell just to see.
Oh, I was like, what do you want me to do
Okay,
exactly?
then I have.
Okay, yeah. So you see that there is a very it's odd, the aura that's around this book. You've never seen this particular aura before. It's like if bone dust were a color.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. and it's like it's very painful to look at, but you also can't stop looking at it.
Okay. I can't read any of the pages with the 16, so I don't really know what it says.
Yeah, actually, you go through and you try to like decipher some of the word moments. You're like, I have never seen before of any school of magic, and you've done a lot of history and sleuthing before. There's nothing in here. It seems completely alien to all forms of magic that you would know of. Some of them are just pictures. A page has just like someone circled it a bunch, almost like leaving etchings into the page. There are noises that are made from various letters. There's different languages that are combined to create words that you're like, I didn't even know you could combine these symbols to create a tongue. But it is definitely very magic.
All right. Well, I don't quite know what this says, but I'm gonna hold on to it, and I'll let you know when I figure it out.
All right, Bashir starts like slapping the acolyte in the face, like not gently, like just like with very little disregard for his comfort or anything. Just like wake up,
like a wet fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Waffle. He's like some sort of waffles.
Hey! Pay attention. Wake up.
Waffle.
Hey,
Really
you want some waffles? How about this? We killed everybody else.
Did they have waffles?
No, I guess they didn't have waffles.
Okay, I really. He slumps over to like fall back, is passed out again. He's like,
Bashir like slaps him a couple more times. He's like, hey, how much did you drink?
How much did you? 5 waffles. Take it or leave it. It's a sucker's bet. It's definitely worth 10 waffles.
Somebody keep an eye on Alcamenos. He's gonna stab this guy.
Yeah, maybe we should just take this guy prisoner. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's like he's still tied up.
Can we do non-lethal damage to him?
Yeah, if you can declare non-lethal damage when you're doing your attacks. Also, he's tied up and basically incapacitated, so it's a crit.
Yeah, he might need a week to sober up.
I was trying to look and see if I had anything to sober him up, but I don't think I do.
You have
No,
waffles?
I don't think so.
You have waffles.
I don't have like cure
Yeah,
poison
do you have
or
waffles?
anything. I could have had cure
Waffles.
poison.
Anybody got waffles?
I'm
Oh
fresh out of waffles.
wait.
Do you have
Okay.
waffles?
I spend 5 lay on hands points to neutralize the poisons in his system.
Cool. He like ow.
So, you have a little fun last night, buddy?
Yes. I did. Buddy.
So,
weird question. Do I have arms?
you have arms.
I do.
And if you'd like to keep
Are
them,
they
you might want to
not working?
answer our questions.
Oh, okay, yeah. Listen, my nose itches. He like sticks his tongue out to like. He like tries to get down to his knee, and he's like, "It really itches. Really itches."
Like, man, just use your tail.
Bashir's not gonna
Man,
itch this
just
dude's
sneezes
nose.
right in front of him.
I'm like eyeing at Bashir's glaive, and I'm like, yes, Bashir, scratch his nose.
Bashir takes his glaive and like pokes his nose with it, but it's like very threatening. Definitely not helpful at all.
Intimidation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, roll an intimidation check. At an advantage. This man just woke up from being drunk into being tied up.
That's a 23 on intimidation.
Yeah, he's terrified. You just stabbed him in the face with your glaive.
So listen, buddy.
Not like badly, but like, you know, you stabbed him.
So listen, buddy. Here's the situation you find yourself in. Everyone else that's here is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And we found you drunk and asleep. So maybe you're just gonna like be a good boy and not try to attack us, and we're just gonna have a conversation. All right. So what were you guys doing here?
I was here to be part of the cult. We use this as a staging ground for our assaults onto the villages. I just signed up for the hot meals, man.
So in retrospect, do you feel that was a good idea?
Well, given my current situation, no. I have a lot of life choices that I do over. I would much rather have taken the job up in Baldur's Gate, working in the factory up there, like my brother. I'm told it's a good union-paying job, and I wanted to stake it out on my own because I didn't believe in unions. But now I see the error of my way. Being by yourself and not
Unions
a collective.
seem good
Can I tell if
right
he's
now, right?
lying?
You think that a union is good?
Can I tell if he's
Go
lying?
ahead, give me an insight check.
15.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. He definitely had a brother who went and took a union paying job up in Baldur's Gate. He's really regretting his life choices now.
Okay. Well, this is your lucky day. Everybody gets a chance at redemption, unless they try to fight us, then we just kill them. But you're going to get a chance at redemption. So you're going to let us know what you know, what was your next moves, what was the plans, and you're going to tell us what the fuck that book is that the little nerd lady's freaking out about. And
the dragon eggs, I yell.
And yeah, there's apparently some really cool rocks
the
over
dragon
there. And
eggs,
what are
yes.
those about?
Okay, so like, don't be mad, but I don't know what you're talking about.
On any of those.
You
I see.
Okay, so I don't know about a book. I don't know about dragon eggs. What were the other ones?
What was the next place you were gonna strike?
I don't know that either.
I scoot past Bashir and I'm like, huh, buddy, and I lay my hand on his shoulder and I cast friends and I say, where were you going to strike next, my friend?
Oh, hey, best friend. Listen, I'm so glad to see you. Do you think that you could untie me? I would be happy to not be tied up here anymore, and you are definitely my friend. To answer your question, my best friend, I really have no idea. Truthfully, I would not lie to you, my friend. I don't know. I'm just...
That's fine. I'm
just here for the glory, you know?
Good. That's great.
Thank you.
I turn to Bashir and I'm like, yeah, he doesn't know anything. So, like, do you want to kill him or
Not a problem. And I ram him
Why would
through
you
with my
say that?
glaive, lift him up off the ground, and just split him in half.
Sure, I thought you said redemption. Redemption.
Yeah, I turn to her and go, listen, they killed my master, there will be no redemption.
It gets like there's a cinematic scene right there, like an anime, where it like fades out to the room. the characters of everyone standing there as like wind blows past at this point.
It's like an old
gets-
Ronin movie or something.
Yep. Cue the credits where we have the introduction of.
The introduction of.
Good note.
I wish we knew what you said.
We're gonna work on your mic directly after this, Brendan. What did you say? The introduction of what?
It's just one of those times where it's like.
Oh my god!
What are the fucking odds? Whatever word you're saying turns your mic off, man.
Are you just mouthing the words? Are you fucking with us right now?
I'm not that good at fucking with people. I wish I were.
Oh my
That
god.
was perfect.
Oh my god, it's happening again.
No, that time was me fucking
Oh,
with you.
okay. Oh, okay.
We know.
Because I
Um,
realized that I could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just another cue the introduction scene of characters. Everyone's characters at that point.
perfect.
Okay.
Roll credits is what I'm trying to say.
Ah.
Mhm. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. all
Super
right,
dead.
Cool. There will
did,
be.
So-
Yeah, so Greenus, I would like
Dragon
to.
Eggs?
Yeah. I guess
Bashir
so.
claps Ace on the back and goes, "I think it's time, buddy." Starts
dragon
walking
eggs?
out.
Really, the dragon-
Dragon eggs? Is it still
Shaking
burning
my
back
head.
there?
I don't even
behind
know that they're dragon eggs. If I remember correctly, I think they're rocks. So as far as I know,
Yeah.
things are done here.
We had
Those
some
were
really bad
definitely
rolls there.
eggs. Those were definitely
Yeah, there's more smoke coming out here now. Like it's not like expanding further, but it's definitely filled up those two chambers down there.
How do you set a cave on fire, Bashir? I never understand.
Listen. Talk to the gnome, all right? That was some vile shit. He tries. He
you
says it
drink
like
it?
he says it like quietly though, because he really doesn't want to like hurt Sibo's feelings. So he kind of just. If he ever
That's
offers
very-
you any tea, don't.
Do we maybe want to like look out to see if there's anybody else out there?
Give me a
Ace?
perception check.
Oh, I was gonna send Ace. Make him go look. I will look. Oh. Net 20.
Hey.
You do not see anyone outside as you take your step into. Let me try to see where you are in time. Out into the daylight, even though the map looks like it's nighttime.
We're finally out of that
fine.
fucking cave.
You did it. You did
Dungeon
it.
Crawl, everybody.
We did something.
Oh, hey, it's my old token.
Yep. Still here. So is
Okay.
Sibo's
Nice.
old token too.
All of our old tokens. That's funny.
Except for
Oh no,
Roland?
just kidding.
yeah, Roland's not here.
No.
Hold on, let me get you in here, Roland.
So I think we're just heading to Greenest at this point, right? So can we just
Can you like fast
say
travel?
we're heading to Greenest?
Yep. You guys leave into the direction toward. But there are still a couple hunters that are curing meat and whatnot. They seem to be unaware of anything besides their own lives. It's again another beautiful morning as you traverse west to get to the town of Greenest. It takes you until the evening before you get to that familiar hill where you once crested and saw Greenest in flames being attacked by a blue dragon. This time, as you come over, you smell not burning buildings, but you smell bread in the oven and geese on the fire and roast foods. You hear the laughter of children, and you see that where once the town had been damaged and pillaged, now you see the signs of regrowth and rebuilding, as you see a bunch of people are pulling on ropes to the west, and they're positioning the water wheel to be able to have their mill working again. The only thing that is of note as you walk in, you see what? It's not like a gallows, but you see like kind of what is that thing called where it's like a post and there's a cage attached to it? That's
Yeah,
a
I know what you're talking
hang-
about. I don't know what it's called.
I gotta take my medicine real quick.
Okay.
Gibbet. Gibbeting.
Gibbet. That's the one. Thank you.
Gebbeting? I think it's actually just called a.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting that thing is called getting gebbeting or whatever. It's a gebbet.
Be
yeah.
gebbeted. Yeah.
To be gebbeted. Yeah. Weird. That's a terrible way to die.
Yeah. I really wish Eric didn't have cancer so that I could continue this scene right now.
So it's fair. I think we probably all wish that in a way.
But no one more than me.
Definitely no one more than you. That's right. God, that is a terrible way to die. God damn. Some of these things are
Yes.
terrible.
Turns out humans are really good at hurting other
Yeah.
humans.
They had ones that were literally like built to the size of the human so you couldn't move at all.
Great.
Yeah, that's very cool.
You think that they would make cancer medicine more easy to take?
I'm pretty sure he's just taking a pill. So, that's on him?
1921 was the last recorded gibbeting in Afghanistan. Anyway.
Recorded is the operative word there.
Yeah.
Because, like, that was almost 100 years ago and gibbeted in Afghanistan in the
Well,
past
can we-
century.
Probably said, boy howdy, somebody's been gibbeted. Was I correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Boy howdy, somebody's been gibbeted.
Boy howdy.
Boy howdy.
So
I feel
anyway.
like that's the most appropriate use of boy howdy that you can have. So yeah, as you cross that hill, you see growth, but the only dark spot is you see that this gibbet has been hastily erected on the edge of town, and in the iron straps you see a woman in a maid's uniform from the keep, and underneath is a pitch black dog that is like, you know, happy dog puppy, tongue out, jet black, coal black eyes, very mangy looking, and just sitting there underneath and watching you all as you walk past and get into the Greenest proper, where as you walk past he growls and then darts away.
Do we recognize this maid?
Go ahead, give me a perception check, and you can go ahead and do that at an advantage.
10. Wait, nope,
that
can't add. 14. There we go.
You know this maid. It's that maid.
Okay,
Hmm.
great. Are we like, what? I don't... Can I talk to her? Or is she like high up that like can't talk to her at all?
Oh, she's dead and decayed by 2
dead.
days or so. Yeah,
Okay.
she's definitely dead.
Didn't know
Um,
if she was still dead or not. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's still dead. She's super dead. It looks like she's dead.
'Kay.
You make your way back to the keep. Let me transfer us to.
This is that. Sorry, that was somebody who was like in a cage that's like suspended outside the keep or something like that.
On the outskirts of the town, there was a hastily erected gibbet, and in there was a woman in a maid's outfit, hanging over a dog of pitch black, mangy fur.
Okay.
Someone we probably could have saved.
I don't think so.
Probably
Who's to
sorry.
say?
Wow.
There's just a woman dead in a gibbet.
It's a something.
Well,
Just
are we
those
so-
eggs,
to
just like those
assume-
eggs were somethings.
Should we stop here because it's 10:30 and
Yeah,
stuff?
it's 10:30. You guys made it back to the keep. You were welcome back, and we can either start right with you coming back or after having a rest. Doesn't matter. But yeah, let's call it here.
Cool. We had a
To-
rest earlier anyway.
To
Yeah.
meta up a little bit, that's the Pierce. That's the maid that failed to get the book that Emily's been trying to get for her warlock thing. So
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm gonna ask this guy if they're gifting people now, and I'm betting he's gonna go, huh?
Which guy?
The mayor of Greenest.
So yeah, the mayor is there. He was a rival. He's very surprised that you've made it back after this time. He thought that you had died because you'd been gone for like 3 or 4 days, and he was concerned. But he was like, no, actually, we were able to find out that she was the person that betrayed the keep and left the port Cully opened. All the clues led back to her being part of the cult of the dragon. And despite the law of the land, my men couldn't protect her from the will of the people. It's truly tragic, but I think at this point it's more cathartic for them for this. It's not the mob justice is not my preferred justice, but it is a form of justice. And then he like spits and he's like, yeah, but she had it coming.
God.
Yeah, but what a fucking jerk, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Brendan, let's fix your fucking
I will
mic.
call it there.
Yeah.
So I can figure out how to fix my fucking mic.